Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your favorite figure skating podcast, where we talk about all the things that make us kiss, make us cry, and make us go to France and back. And we're back from France.
Angers.
From
Angers in the fall.
Wait, so we always start this off having no clue who's going to start and how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly was hoping that you were going to say something along the lines of where we talk about all things that make us kiss, make us cry, and make us walk up a set of stairs after doing a long program to go and get scores that we don't want to see and are probably going to keep us out of the Grand Prix final.
Well, that's not if you're Ami Nakai.
Not at all. Okay, we have so much to talk about. This was... The highs were high. The lows were low.
Yes. Actually, before we get started, Ashley, do you remember that we did a French Grand Prix, and in this French Grand Prix, it wasn't you took stairs, you had to like run off the ice and take an elevator?
You and I have a picture in an elevator with Raphael.
Yes.
I was thinking about that on my drive home from camping today because I was watching the entire event while it was torrentially downpouring and Alex is driving, and I would just look over every now and then and be like, "You're doing amazing." Look back at the screen and like think about how we had to go up an elevator.
Yeah, we
and
had
we were just
to go
like,
up
this is
that
so
treacherous
fun.
journey.
Sounds better than having to go up the stairs.
The
Hell yeah.
stairs?
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Awful.
not. Some really creative camera work also.
Oh my God. Another thing that was awful. Loving watching.
Start about the cameras.
The camera was so I remember watching like Gia, and then I'd be like, "Oh, is she done?" Just boards.
I'm so mad about
yes,
the camera
she disappeared.
Work. I mean, it's not camera work per se. It's like the directing, which is that mid jump or as someone is taking off to jump or mid lift or mid spin, we're going to change the camera and go to a dissolve. The worst case situation when they did this was they literally missed Ilya doing his raspberry twist within his spin because they dissolved the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Criminal.
I was like, how is this possible that you did this?
Because you also know there's a note that this is like the one thing you have to get.
Well, and you've been doing this event by the time you're on the last men's free skate for a couple days, where surely you've noticed that a couple times you've missed key moments by doing that dissolve mid element, and you're still doing it.
No, every time they did it, they were like, "Sacré bleu! Oh la la! Not again! Oh la la! Not again!" And it was just like every time it was like, "Come on!" And they're like,
It felt just like designed to ruin my experience.
Oh, absolutely. There was a moment Emily and Ian were skating and it was like their big lift and it was stunning. And all of a sudden I've never seen a closer close up of a woman's bun.
Face. Yes.
Bun. It was just the back of her head. I'm like, why the fuck am I looking at a bun?
Totally. Yes. I was like, wait, why? There were so many lifts where I was confused about why we were not seeing the man in it, because it's like the element includes two people.
No, it doesn't, Sarah. It's magic. And it includes one person, two people, one person, and one camera.
One person, two camera angles.
Magique.
Oh, God. Majestique.
Majestique.
Majestique. Well, before we get too deep into discussing what happened last weekend, we have, what did we say? Housekeeping, house party. This is house party related. And
house party related.
Because it's house party related, we're doing some math. This is currently our 95th episode. And now if you're like, whoa, 100 episodes feels really close to when Skate America is going to be.
And we were feeling like that.
I've thought about it.
You are right.
Ashley, these graphics. Ashley is with the graphics board is like Adam with the soundboard. You
It's
just don't
Mhm.
know
so
what's
much
going to show up
power.
on
I
the
feel
screen.
so
But the
alive.
graphics board is the silent killer. I was the loud killer, the
Yeah.
very noticeable killer.
Right. This is SBD, as they say in boy humor world. So
What does that stand for?
Should we know
silent
what that
but
is?
deadly, like a fart. It's a
An
fart joke.
Oh.
SBD? Oh, I've never
Yeah.
heard it broken down like that.
I just haven't heard it
Like
in
an
20
acronym
years.
for that?
No, never.
No, I've heard
Never.
of that, but I haven't heard it in literally 20 years.
Well,
So,
welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously we were plotting. And while we were plotting, two of our shows happened to basically sell out. I think Friday has one lone ticket. And by the time this show
One
goes
lucky
live,
person can still buy a ticket for Friday.
who knows?
Mhm.
Honestly, by the time this goes live, that one ticket might be gone.
We don't
That
know.
being said, we decided that we needed to do something really special to celebrate us and to celebrate what we've been doing with all of you the last 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
100 episodes. And so, because of that, we decided we are going to be adding on one more live show at Skate America Saturday, November 15th. It's going to be at 11:30 a.m. I believe the events start kind of the same time as they do on Sunday, so it's
Yeah,
at 2
about
p.m.
2
start time.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, about
Okay.
2 o'clock. And since everybody is on our ass about telling you where the event is, okay, it's at the arena. All right. So just relax. The event does have a location. Thank
Yeah.
you for asking.
Yeah. But like you do know that this is Lake Placid, right? There's only so many large rooms
There's only so many
on the
chairs.
lake.
No, but it is attached to the arena. I'm joking
Yeah.
about everyone asking us that, but I did laugh that we just didn't say that anywhere about where it was going
Oh
to be.
no.
No.
As I'm
You
busy
guys will
saying
figure it
gorgeous,
out.
gorgeous Lake Placid.
Yeah, and
I'm
everyone
not
was
saying anything else helpful.
making fun of me when I posted the Instagram of like, yeah, get a ticket if you want.
Yes.
So we're like learning how to
Sales.
promote something. Yeah.
We're learning
Yeah.
sales.
But it is
Um,
attached to the arena, and you do not need a ticket for that day's skating to come to this event. So if you're not
Yeah,
going to
you
the
can
event
just come
immediately
hang with us.
following the podcast, you don't have to have a ticket to get in. You can just have a ticket to the podcast.
Mhm.
And that's true for all 3 days.
But speaking of tickets go live Wednesday, October 22nd. So basically, today, surprise, remember, 100th episode party.
Yeah, that's what the graphic
So-
says for those of you who are audio listeners.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The graphic says 100th episode party. And we
Yes.
do plan to make that ticket site go live around 10 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. So if you're up early listening at 6 a.m., they're not available yet. Don't
Yeah.
panic.
Right.
As I've been telling Rosie a lot lately, how do we show patience? We
Mhm.
wait until 10 a.m. to buy our Saturday party tickets.
Has she been getting impatient on all of your camping trips?
Oh, yeah. She said, I want to go play with the leaves. And I said, no one's going out of the tent right now to watch you. So you have to stay in the tent with me. She said, absolutely not.
Okay,
And
so
then
it wasn't
Tried
sort
to
of
break
a
the tent.
I want to go back to the indoors kind of
No, she's
situation.
very a child of the woods.
Okay.
Of the
Okay.
wind. Okay.
Yeah.
A child of the wind.
A child of the wind in the woods. So that is that. I'm really excited though. 3 days of us.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And
3
I
days
think
of us.
I know we're all really grateful for everybody who I think maybe we can assume that we have the 2 sold out shows already. So we're really excited. And
Yeah.
we're really excited to have this 3rd show too.
Yeah.
But this 100th episode, we got on and we were like, you guys, we have a couple of fun guests planned. And for this 100th episode, we are going to deliver. So
Yeah. And
it'll
we
be
have a few
worth
fun
it.
guests unplanned.
They don't know that they're
Some
invited
people don't know
yet.
they're going to be guests.
No.
Yeah, we haven't sent them the Google invite yet, but
No.
they'll
Yeah.
be there.
They should if we plan on it.
All right. Well, Should we talk about what happened
Let's
on
talk about
the
what
air?
happened.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay,
Okay.
so the split of the week, for the record, is Ashley watched the women and Adam watched the men. I think we all watched a lot of everything, but
Yeah.
I'm going to take us through pairs
Mhm.
and dance. Ashley will take us through women, and Adam will take us through men. So we are going to start with the pairs event, which was
I can't wait.
awesome, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
this is a great pairs event.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we're going to be saying that about a lot of events throughout this season. As Adam pointed out, that's the way Olympic season is, where you just start to have these great events with a bunch of great skaters all in the same event. But especially in the pairs short program, like the top 4 in the pairs short were all just really good. And I was
Mhm.
like, wow, this is a delight, a really true
Yeah.
delight. So the way that this shook out is Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara of Japan won pretty easily. They won by about 23 points. 22. My apologies.
Come on,
Deanna
math.
Stellato Dudek and Maxime Deschamps from Canada got second, and then just a few points behind them, Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko from Hungary. And then fourth and fifth were the 2 American teams, McBeath and Parkman, Shin and Naj. And then the 3 French teams were the last 3 on the board. So, and I think that's roughly what we would have expected to
Mhm.
happen.
Mhm.
So let's talk about, you know what, let's talk about the Americans first, and then we'll get to the
Nitty-gritty.
medalists.
Mhm.
Katie McBeath and Danielle Parkman are so improved this season. It's not the first time we've seen them compete. And their pairs elements in particular are just really consistent. And you know, Katie just like is very impressive on the pairs elements. I don't think they have a lot of range in these 2 programs. They're kind of both the same note,
Yeah.
which is fine. But yeah, and they need to work on the side by side jumps, and that is like sort of where.
Ugh, don't even get me started. Not on even theirs.
No, I know
Those
what you're gonna say.
effing thing. Okay,
The
I'm
triple toe
sorry.
double axel double axel.
Give
Is
me
that
a
what you're gonna
fucking
say?
break. Yeah, awful. It needs to be. It's not them. It's everyone.
It's
Everyone is
everyone.
like they're doing American Sign Language to each other in between each jump. I can't stand it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's also just like, even if the sequences were all good, which they're not, it's just boring to watch the same
Well, it takes them
exact
forever too.
sequence every single free skate.
Mm,
Every single free skate.
Yeah.
And most of them happen in the exact same part of the ice and
Yeah.
have the exact same long setup down the center. And you're just like, well, here we go again. I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then when I get back, maybe they'll be done with this combo.
Maybe one of
Yeah.
them will have stood up.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many like whoa, like double axles of grown men do I need to watch? Like, give me peace. Give me peace.
Give me peace. So yeah, so that's sort of an overall note. The other American team, Audrey, Shin, and Balaj Naj. I think that I really like their programs. I feel like in their short program, they actually are sort of performing characters, which I feel like we
Mhm.
don't really see that much. They're doing The Godfather. I feel like we don't really see true characters that much in pairs. Like, they just sort of play
That's
the
a good
music
point.
and they
And
sort
then
of
they do things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the great teams sort of embody the music, but they don't play characters very much. And so I
Yeah.
felt like this
That
was
is
like
so true.
It's
cool
a
to
missed
see.
opportunity.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. But to be fair, it is hard to squeeze all these elements into a program and be doing a character. And so I like give them a lot of props for doing a like actual character program. And then their free skate, I really like on them. They are really well packaged. The technical is where they're sloppy, but I feel like they have sort of this like early Ellie Cam, Danny O'Shea quality about them where like they feel like they match really well together and they skate really well together and they're fast. And this music I think really suits them. They're well packaged. Like I I don't know. I think it's just a question of like because the tech is the thing that needs to come along. It's a question of, even though they're in an amazing place for how long they've skated together, which is not that long, is the
Mhm.
next 3 months, not even 2.5 months before nationals, gonna be enough for them to really like come into form? Or, do they
Mhm.
need more time? In which case they're gonna have to wait, and the Olympics aren't gonna be an option. I mean, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens, but
Mhm.
that's the big question, I think, for them. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Bronze medalists Maria Pavlova, Alexei Sviatchenko. So this is a
Makeover.
little bittersweet for me because we
Okay.
are
Why?
seeing a couple of children of the void
Leaving the void.
leave the void.
Yeah.
They have left the void. They've come into
Entering
the light.
mainstream.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
But they're working it. I mean, they're
Yeah.
they're packaged like a Montreal ice dance team,
Wait, I
frankly.
didn't see their short program. What are they? I didn't see either programs of theirs. What are they skating to?
Their short program is Michael Jackson. What's that song called, Adam? It's Earth
Wind
Song.
and fire. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
Yeah.
Earth
It's
Song by
just
Michael
like,
Jackson. You've heard it.
yeah,
It's Earth Song by
you
Michael
would know
Jackson.
it.
It's
It's the
really
emotional one that everybody skates to.
Mhm.
it's like,
Yeah.
what about?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. As soon as you were like, it's the emotional one, I'm like, it's playing in my head. Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes. Yeah.
it's really great. It's really great.
Okay.
They're wearing these like fuchsia costumes and
Of course.
it's really good. So I really like that program. The free skate I think gets a little, I don't want to say boring. It's just kind of like it maybe feels a little bit long, but it's a little more of like an emotional piano kind of piece that builds over time. You've heard this one too, but it's not
Mhm.
like an artist that you know or anything. Um, but yeah, their packaging, like I said, complete makeover. They look so much more elevated as a team, the way they're styled.
Mhm.
And they always had good pair elements, and I think they've improved even those. And so they just like, you know, they look very, very good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope they can breathe a little more life into the free skate. Maria, in particular, has kind of a focused face.
Oh,
I
truly.
don't want to say
There's
resting bitch face because she's not resting. She has skating bitch face. Where
Well,
like
yeah.
she's like getting to work face.
exactly.
Yeah.
Active
So
work face.
Yeah.
yeah. And so
Like I have to land my
sometimes
throws.
she's not really emoting through these
Yeah.
programs as much as she could be. So that could come with time, which would be, I think, a big improvement on the overall impression.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But they got third. I think they're right where they're supposed to be in terms of this field. And I'm like, love the makeover.
Yeah. They're definitely gonna be taken more seriously because there was a few times I feel like last season where they skated well and kind of fell short or fell behind a few teams that maybe weren't as skating as technically well as they were. I think this is something that will help bridge the gap for them in those
Mhm.
scenarios.
Yeah, and be
Yeah.
able to skate up to the challenge a bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So, top two. Did you guys watch these programs?
Of course I did.
Okay.
I have watched the free skates of both, but not the short
Okay.
programs.
Okay. Well, Ashley, you're missing out because
On the backflip?
no, like the programs overall like are awesome. Like
Yeah.
I could not I I find the backflip to be a little gimmicky,
Kitschy. Yeah.
but in the context of this super intense Carmina Burana, like
Are you eating
it's
it up?
awesome. Yes,
Okay.
it's so
Yeah.
good.
It's
What
like
did
you
you
take
think,
the
Adam?
handful of popcorn and shove it in your face because
Yeah,
it's
and the
time.
backflip is just buried in that handful of popcorn. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
you
it just
swallow it
doesn't
right
like
down.
yeah. Doesn't it just feel
It
like
fits right in the
why
context
not?
of the program. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
you
it feels
know what
like
you're eating and you know that it's popcorn and you're like, okay, but it's popcorn. It's like the most buttery, delicious popcorn and you're going to eat it.
Yeah, and she does like a flourish as she lands the backflip, and that really works. They have it timed right in the program with the
Okay.
music. Like it's great. Like I love this
Okay.
program.
Yeah.
And
I'll
I
go.
think
I need to
it's
check it
so
out.
good. And I was reminiscing, lamenting even on the Beyonce Dirge program of the previous season and
Of
being like,
course.
this is so much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And if you remember, like, I remember hearing, okay, she's skating to Carmina Burana. And I have to say, for a music that I think eats people alive,
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's intense enough for
Yeah.
someone like Deanna. It's like,
So true.
That's so true.
it's like, why aren't they covered in blood out there? Come on, be a little brave.
Come on, do
Right.
it. Why don't you commit?
Exactly. It's like, if make more horn. Like, it's
Right.
so crazy. It's so intense. I love her.
No, I'm like a symphony conductor. I'm watching them do this program, and I'm doing that thing where you
Where
like,
they're
you're
like,
like, come
"More,
on, give me more, give me more.
more."
Mhm.
That's me watching this program. So Ashley, you have to go watch it.
Okay, I'm going to.
It's so
I'm sold.
fabulous. It's still, in comparison to the Japanese program, it's a little rough around the edges.
Okay.
Miura and Kihara kept their short program from last year. It just really shows like the comfort level that they have with that program is, I mean, their execution is simply better than
Yeah,
Deanna
I mean,
and
it's
Max's.
already, it's just refined at this point.
Exactly.
And that's what
I think
pairs is.
I actually think in the components, they're probably a little overscored relative to Deanna and Max. Not overscored in general, but I think like Miura Kihara deserve to win on skating skills in that category, but I think these teams are really close in composition and performance.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
the Japanese won pretty significantly in all three categories, which I thought, you probably could close that gap a little bit more. But great run of like 3 straight short programs in this. It was great.
Oh, that's so fun.
Free skates of the top 2, which now we've all seen.
Yes.
What do you guys think of Deanna and Max's free skate music? It's not a leading question. I'm just curious.
I love this music. I've loved it ever since I watched Stefan Lambiel skate to it in like 2007. I love this. But there's something about the cut of it that it's like not as exciting. I don't know how to explain it. Ashley, you're like nodding your head. Can you please like explain what I'm trying to
It
say?
takes some of the like energy away from it and it doesn't like build appropriately. Like, would you agree with that? Like, there's something, it feels a little flat because of the way it's put together.
I agree with that. I think the way the music does not rope you in until like the end of the program. And
Yeah.
so if the elements are not perfect, then they have the possibility of just kind of losing you for a little while. And that's what I feel like happened to me in the middle of the program, where I was just sort of,
That's
you know what I
I'm
mean?
feeling. Yes.
I got a little lost. And then when the music picked back up at the end, I was like, oh, okay, I'm back.
Yeah. And this music doesn't need to be like that. Like this is this is amazing music. And I think that they should consider like playing with the edit a little bit. Because I think exactly what you're saying, Sarah, is that like when there's, I think honestly that single twist in the beginning like took some air out of the arena for me. I was like, "Ooh, are they okay?"
I think they basically acknowledged that. I mean, when you were listening to them talk in the kiss and cry, I feel like they were basically saying that as soon as that happened, they felt just like very off the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I guess that was just a fluke. That wasn't like planned. She just like kicked Max's skate on her way up, and so she
Mhm.
couldn't execute the twist like normal.
Mhm.
And then I think the air kind of went out of the program for them, and by extension for the rest of us. So
Mhm.
so between that, they also like they had an error on a lift later in the program, like, so they like hemorrhaged quite a few points in
Mhm.
Yeah.
this skate. So it really wasn't a contest when Mira and Kihara did a sort of incredible free skate to Gladiator.
I love this free skate.
I love Gladiator, you guys. I'm such a sucker for this music, no matter what form it's in. I just love Gladiator. I love it.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
She
I'm
loves
not.
war.
I
It
hear
just-
this music and I immediately am like, there is like a senior man out on the ice, and this is it's a bad costume and it's going to be a bad program. That's like
Not
my
me.
immediate assumption.
Not Sarah. She's salivating.
Yeah.
She's going,
I
turn
feel
it
like
up.
we've seen some great programs to
No,
Gladiator.
we have, but we've seen more bad programs. Is the point?
Okay, well,
I'm
the ones
making.
that I've chosen to remember are good. So
Right. Well, you're half full. I'm half empty.
you're 3/4
You're
of the way
camping.
empty.
I'm yeah.
You're
was
in the woods. You're out of water. Yeah, I think, the Gladiator, obviously, based on this discussion, has been done a lot. And I think because of that, you do have to be prepared to do it really well if you're going to do it, as with any warhorse. And, these two are just incredible skaters. And they had an issue on their side-by-side jumps. She did in particular, but I was laughing because, like, they look really amazing for October.
Right. I'm like,
and
slow down. Stop.
I know. And then when they were done, the cameras cut to Megan Duhamel, who's like over there kind of shoulder shrugging and going, "That's fine." And I was like, "Oh, Megan." I was like, "Oh my God. Like, what are you taught?" Like, yes, they had her side-by-side jump not good. Like, they had an issue on their last lift, and like the choreo at the end kind of sloppy. But for your first Grand Prix and this program that hasn't had that much mileage, I was just blown away by how good it is and what, so it's just in such great shape right now. And I'm guessing, go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, if anybody knows, like, when the Olympics are happening, you've got to like just put out every single time. It's Megan. And we've seen the pairs this year, and it looked like Haza and Volodin were really going to be like, they'd be the number one to beat, and then they lose to the Georgians. And then the next week we have Sway and Han competing. Like, there's no room.
Mira and Kihara did lose to Haza and Volodin. Like,
yes,
I'm
exactly.
sure they are feeling the pressure.
Nothing
from
secure.
That. Yeah, I'm sure they're feeling the pressure from that. But ultimately, like in the early Grand Prix, like, get your placements to go to the final, and like
and
go
then
to the
we
final
figure it out from there.
And fucking skate at the final. You know what I mean? Like, then that's you know what I'm saying. Then pour blood all over yourself and commit.
Wait, I needed you to like pump me up during Grand Prix season, because if you were to tell me that, I'd be like, let's fucking go. Like, that was just the most inspiring thing I've ever heard, Sarah.
What? Fucking skate at the Grand Prix
just
final?
get your Grand Prix done, and then get to the final, and then fucking skate at the final. Like, yes.
Cover yourself in blood.
Yeah.
Just throw some blood on it and go out there.
And walk it off.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, this was really like a great event. And also shout out to one of the French teams, Arlie Fowla and Theo Bell, who did a Chalk and Bates Snake Charmer program knockoff. Which with costumes that looked like they were provided by Empress Wear in St. Petersburg. Straight from the Party City in St. Petersburg. My God.
Party City has gone out of business, and there were a lot of last calls, especially at this event. A lot of, we better run there and get our costume for the Olympic season.
There were these French programs, you guys. I mean, you know what? In the spirit of American or French Skate America, Megan
Westenberg.
Westenberg, like, it's early on. They've like just gotten together, but Megan Westenberg has elements where like I see it and I'm like, she could be a good pair skater, like with more
Mhm.
time in the oven, like
Mhm.
she reminds me a little of like Leah Pereira in the early days of her skating.
Okay.
So I think there's maybe, her partner, I think she could afford maybe a better partner, but she's got room to grow into that. Certainly anyone can do a better program than what the Kovalevs are doing in the free skate, because that was some kind of Polish ice dance nightmare that I was thrust into
Yeah.
with the
That's
biker
fantastic.
gloves and the
I mean,
sexy choreography break over 7 Nation Army. You guys.
one
Yeah.
person's nightmare is another person's marriage.
Yeah.
Bruno Masso, when are you going to intervene in this
He's
situation?
he's
This free
not.
skate
Soon enough.
situation. But
Not soon enough.
that's part of the beauty of
Marriage.
European pair skating.
It's the
is
beauty of
you-
marriage.
The joys of marriage.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Should we
thank
speak
you.
of the joys of men's single skating?
Please.
Wait, can I say one thing before we do that?
Please.
I've been
Sure.
thinking this since I watched Deanna and Max. I want someone to look at me one day the way that Deanna looks at Max when he's done a good job.
Not a
You
bad
know what I
job.
mean? No. Only
No.
like, because you can tell she's like, good boy. And you just know he feels like he did a good job.
Well,
when he
there was
did
a
good
funny
job.
moment in the kiss and cry where they're talking and they're kind of taking
combo?
stock of what it was. And she clearly, because the combo that Adam was talking about where he was going double axel, that was Max Deschamps, who went
Fighting for his life. I saw that.
fighting
Come
for his
hell or
life.
high water.
Yeah.
He was not gonna do
Yeah.
a double axle.
And so I feel confident that
boy.
Deanna sort of looked over while she's doing her combo and saw him in some crazy position and was like,
Yeah.
well, we're fucked on this. And then they're in the kiss and cry and she's kind of going through the things that went wrong. And she turns to him and she goes, well, what about the combo? And he goes, I did it.
Uh-huh.
Good boy.
And and he got the look that you're hoping for.
That you're craving.
I hope she looks at me like that one day. I really do.
By the way, this
Or
segment
someone.
dedicated to Kirsten Moore Towers, who did always criticize us for spending 4 minutes only on the pairs. So
Yeah, but now
Kirsten,
we watch it. Now we like
send
know.
us messages about how we did. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Send us messages of encouragement. Well, you're
All right.
pregnant.
Tell
Okay.
me about the men.
Yeah.
Okay, the men.
But not me. Just Sarah.
Mhm. I won't tell Ashley
Sorry,
about them.
tell Ashley about the men, and I will just speak here.
Okay, so the men. Your medalists were Ilya Malinin, not Malinin to love.
Ilya
Ilya
Malinin.
Malinin, far head and shoulders above everybody, like 30 plus point gold medal winning skate. Adam Siohimfuz, your silver medalist. Nika Agadze came away with the bronze. Let's talk about my notes, okay?
Let's talk
About your notes.
Okay, first thing I want to talk about is Cow Mira.
My fucking God, Cow. I put so much into Cow, and then
You put so much into Cow.
You put so much into Cow.
wrong cow.
And actually, that's the men. Everyone.
COW, I guess. Ah,
I put so much into Cow.
I trusted him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I think that
It's
was
tough. He's
that's hard.
definitely like.
But he'll do this to you.
Yes, totally.
No, he's doing it to you.
He's doing it
He
to
did
himself.
this to me. Yeah,
Whoa.
well, let's be
Whoa.
real. The real victim is himself.
Yeah, it's tough to watch. He was third in the short program, had the last place free skate.
Yeah.
It was tough to watch.
Can you imagine? I knew he was in third, lost service for a period of time, came back. I like literally was like, I'm good.
No,
This
he lost
feels good.
service too. Whatever
Yeah.
service you
Someone, we
had.
both went offline.
Yeah.
He had a couple of falls. He had a couple big pops. Like, it was just not his day.
It's
He
because
just
I was
couldn't get anything
offline.
right.
Yeah, it was tough. Also in this field, we had the first head-to-head of the Americans who I think are battling for that maybe second, but definitely third spot on the US men's
Mhm.
Olympic team. First head-to-head of Andrew Torgashev and Max Naumov. In the short program, Max had the edge, and then overall, it was Torgashev who ended up 6th, and Max Naumov ended up 9th. What did you guys think?
I mean, Torgashev with that pop, like in the short program, he kind of screwed himself over. So that was what it was going to be. You can't make those mistakes in the short. I thought Max looked a little bit tighter here than I feel like we saw him at Lombardia, right?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
yeah, Lombardia. I feel like he just looked a little bit tighter here than Lombardia. I think this kind of shows how volatile Torgashev can be.
Totally.
And
Yes.
that's concerning when you're thinking about an Olympic team. He can pull up, sure, but what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Torgashev in this free skate. I love him in this free skate. And you know what I was thinking? I was like, this is what Ilya Malinin wants to be in his short program, is what Torgashev is in the free skate. Is like it has
Yeah.
that sort of like intense alternative energy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the
Mhm.
new age
Yes.
kind of music and stuff. But Torgashev, I feel like he really like lives it out in his choreo. Like it's great. I
Yeah.
love that program on him. I mean, obviously it could feel different if he's not going clean, so that helps.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
he was this time, so it was awesome.
Yeah. I echo what you're saying. I think that his last choreo step, I just think is so effective, and it's where he like really shines. I mean, the biggest thing is that like I think that Torgashev is like giving the energy, and the difference between the performance styles is that like Max is performing out and Andrew is still like very in. Like he's big and like powerful, but like the eyes are still down. Like it's
Mhm.
not like I can feel him, but he doesn't want to feel me. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Do you
well, it
know what I'm
feels like
trying to
he's
say?
always on the verge of like he's like, I'm trying to not lose control of this, right? Like he's always thinking, am I gonna have to put out a fire? Whereas Max, I feel like no matter what, for the most part, looks trained to do exactly what he's gonna do. I never look at Max and I'm like, he's not in shape, he's not ready. Like
Yeah, I mean the problem
what you
with
see is what you
Max
get.
is what he's ready and trained to do is going to include several errors,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, or just like
Yes.
not big errors necessarily, but at the very least he's going to have a few like landing issues. And
Mhm.
so he's always like I feel like he starts at a deficit if he's always going to
Mhm.
do that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
It gets a
I
little
don't
like
know.
roller skating-y,
Mm,
in my opinion.
mhm. I love Naumov's free skate. I actually love both of his
I
programs.
like them both.
I
Yeah.
think they're both really, really nice on him. And I think the free skate in particular is a really nice composition of like the rise and fall of the music is like just right as you go so that as soon as you're like tempted to take your eyes off it, it brings you back, brings you back, brings you back. I think it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good.
That's a
I
good point.
think the way that the American men are skating, makes a stronger case for Jason Brown to be on the Olympic team, especially in that
Just know
team
what you're gonna
event.
get.
You know,
Yeah. You just know what
like
you're gonna get.
you need that reliability when you're at the Olympics and the team is trying to get a medal. And I think it just creates a stronger case for Jason when we get closer and closer to thinking about who will be on those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we were talking, actually watched the short program with JP, my husband, and he said something that I thought was really interesting. And he said that he felt like all these guys were all trying to be different that they all ended up looking the same.
I think that's such a good point. I think that is
And
such a good point.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah, because like there's some boys who are like trying to be like the artsy fartsy, like I'm thinking about something or whatever. And then there are some boys who are like the Beastie Boys auditions are today. And I
Yeah.
need you to see me.
Yes.
Like I need you to see me do this beatbox. And it's like it's like you have the beatboxers, and then you have like the warriors, and then you have the soft jazz players, and it's just rotating between
You have a
like
Soft rock,
band.
hard fall.
yes, and then everybody ends up looking the same. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you're
Well,
totally onto
I
something.
think that's partially why Max Naumov's short program feels so effective to me in a lot of these fields, because it's just classic. It's
Yeah,
just
totally.
Chopin. And
Mhm.
nobody's doing that because they're all trying so hard to not do that. So it
Mhm.
ends up making him stand out because
Right.
he's doing it.
Because the Beastie Boy tryouts are
Yeah.
today, and they're
I need to see
watching.
less intentional sweatshirts. I feel like
need
that's the point I want to
biker
make.
gloves outlawed
Oh
against
my
Okay.
God.
the rules.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw them in ice dance. I saw them in pairs.
Commit to palms out.
Like,
It's
please.
just
Saw
listen,
them in
and
men, like Lucas Bridgeski with the biker. I'm like, I
yeah,
don't need it.
come
I
on.
don't need it.
Yeah, you
You
didn't
don't need it.
take your Yamaha here to the ring. You took the bus. Like you don't
Which
need
might have been
the
a
biker
Yamaha. Who
glove.
knows?
Might have been a Yamaha.
They took a tour
Now,
bus here.
I want to talk about Nika Godse, who I think I know he was saying that he's like completely exhausted. He's done like 3 events in a row, which is I could not
he's been
imagine doing
booked
that.
and busy.
This I think that he's improved a lot, like consistency wise. And okay, I've said that. This short program costume, I can smell the hot glue from the other side of the screen. It looks like they win.
Hate a brown costume.
Wait, I have a
I-
note on my document saying too many brown costumes. I hate brown costumes on the ice.
It's not. Yeah, it's very hard to get right.
But when you get it right, it's very right. But this
Who's
was
an example of a very right brown
Didn't
costume?
Che Young skate in a brown costume recently?
And I have that as
Oh, yeah.
she's skating in one right now, but she only has one
Yeah.
biker glove on, and it's
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's the
okay,
problem.
listen. Yeah, you can't. Well,
And it
she
all
only
comes
needed-
back to the biker gloves.
that's
Yeah.
the problem.
But this, I mean, it does look stapled and glued. It's just, it's bad. It is
It does
so
look like
bad.
one of the Drag Race episodes where they just put
Yes.
out the spare fabric. and
Drag
then,
on a dime.
Like he's the queen that didn't learn how to sew.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. And they're
Had
like-
to just hot glue it together.
Right. And RuPaul
Yeah.
is like, there's been 500 seasons of this. You came to the show not knowing
Yeah.
how to sew.
Carson
you're just like-
Kressley is losing his mind on the runway. Just
Yeah.
absolutely losing
You're
it.
like, just glued to a corset. Like, that's what it looks like. Just glued to a corset. I mean, there's a cummerbund in the back that looks like, you go. You're next. Like, go. Like, it just looks, it's bad. Now I want to talk about, now I know a lot of people have, opinions on, since we're talking about costumes, about Adam Siohimfa's costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And you might be thinking, okay, I want to hear the hot take. The hot take for me is that I love them both.
Adam,
I love
shut
both
up.
of these
You're
costumes.
Wrong. Adam.
not wrong.
Stop it. You're
Would you ever
better.
wear these?
In a heartbeat. I'd wear them now to the
Do you
to
want to know what
Vons,
my
to
note
pavilions,
says?
to Kroger.
I wrote this on the freeway. It says, we're getting punked with these costumes. We
I love
have
them.
to be.
No.
Michelangelo's touching fingers like bra style right across his nipples. Someone needs to stop
You're wrong.
Benoit.
Oh my god, it's like
No.
a front bra clasp. I
No.
didn't even think
This
of
is
that.
what
I-
it is.
I just think that like here's the thing. I think that they fit well. I think they're thought provoking. I think they're weird. I think that they're like dramatic. And I think they're very Adam. And that makes me love them. And I understand why people don't like them, but that makes me love them.
I
But
think
yeah,
they
the
are.
more people hate them, the more you're gonna love them.
They
Yes.
are. They
They
are
don't
very
look
him,
hot
but
glued.
I think that
They look like he went to Miami Beach and got a t-shirt and said, "Can you do the spray painted abs?" And then instead of doing like
I would wear that.
letters
I'm
that say
telling
Adam
you,
on it, do the French flag.
I know when Sarah said, "Adam, would you wear that?" There was a tone of, I don't know if you really would. And when
No,
I said
and as soon as
yes,
she asked that, I said,
everybody
"You're asking the
shamefully
wrong
nodded yes.
question."
That you both knew. Yes, I
I
would wear
know.
that. And
Yeah.
I'm
well,
mad that I didn't wear it.
these costumes feel like Benoit as clothing.
I don't think it's Adam. I think it's Benoit.
And I am saying that in the sense that Benoit has some very weird, thought provoking ideas, like you
Mhm.
said, Adam. But sometimes it crosses into over the threshold of being thought provoking and into the threshold of being provoking me.
I don't need to be provoked either.
And
Provoking.
it feels just like it's like trying so hard to make you think about something that it almost does the opposite, where
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
I mean, I
it's
think it would
too
all
like
work
hitting me
better.
over the head with here's what you should think about.
Yes. I think it would on broadcast. I think it would all work better if it was pulled back a little bit. But like, hey, he's French. What are you gonna do,
It's so
Sarah
true.
Hughes? What are you gonna do? Sacre bleu. Oh la la, we did the fade out again. Like, it's just like that's what being French is about. It's about
Yeah,
seeing the
okay.
line and living on
That's
the
what being
other
French
side
is
of it.
about.
I thought
Fine.
It
being
is.
French was about having taste, but that's just
No.
me.
No, it
No.
isn't. Did you watch the opening ceremony in Paris last year? Because
Ugh.
they're just doing whatever.
They're doing whatever.
That's what being French is about.
Yes,
They
doing
have
that's
the
what-
whatever.
Louvre.
Yeah,
and
well,
it
not
just
anymore.
got broken into. And it's gone.
true.
The Louvre is done, honey.
The Louvre is
true.
over.
We're gonna
okay?
see
Hope
those
you saw
gems
it.
on his costume next Grand Prix.
It was Benoit breaking into the Louvre.
I agree with you that they are. I don't think they're thought provoking. I actually think it's pretty obvious what it is, which is why I don't find it to be like intelligently
Yeah,
creative.
that's-
I think it's just like him being like, look at how creative this is.
Mhm.
And because of that, I'm like, we could have gone about this in a really unique way that was just a bit more accessible. Maybe. I don't know. Not accessible is not
Listen,
the word.
I
but
know I'm the outlier.
I think it's too accessible.
It's
I think
too accessible,
anyone
that's the problem.
understands what he's doing with the costumes, which means to your that thought provoking if everybody knows what it means.
But now I'm like, we already have to deal with music rights. Is Michelangelo's family coming after us?
They are.
Did he get the
Costume
They
rights
are.
for those fingers?
Well, and that 15th place drag queen from last season is coming after Nika Igadze with that
Oh,
costume
yeah.
design.
Michael's
So.
Crafts. $5 off coupon. They utilized it.
Let's talk about Adam's skating.
Yeah, we should talk about some skating
Now,
for sure.
Adam's skating is like when it's off, he's off. And when
Mhm.
he's on, he's on. These quads
You know what he's
from
like?
the free skate are like they float down to the ice. Like
You know what he's
Mhm.
like?
what?
Anna Pocorelaya.
I don't know if I agree with that. 'Cause he
There's-
doesn't
it's a family
fall the
tree,
way.
right?
What
It's
I'm
tree
saying
related.
is if he's going to fall, he's gonna fucking fall. Like
Yeah.
really fall. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. I
Yeah.
don't not
Yeah,
there's
like
it's
he'll
not
send
exactly
it,
apples
but not
to apples,
roll.
But if he's gonna do it, he's gonna have blood all over him, like Deanna
Mhm.
Stellato
And then he's
should.
going to use it to paint
Yes.
his costume.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
it's from maybe his costume is blood from him. But the skating is like it's when it's like I said, when it's good, it's great. And when it's bad,
Yeah.
it's so off. It's so off. And he looked so off in the short program and he looked so on in the free skate. And having a consistent competition at this point seems to be like his kryptonite. If he is able to pull together like 2 solid programs in an event consistently, he will be definitely more of a threat for the podium. And you have no idea how people are going to skate when you get to Olympics.
Mhm.
I think that like he should focus on, I think he, didn't do the quad flip in the free skate. So like kind of pulled back a little bit technically. I mean, still did 4 quads.
Yeah.
So I think like focusing on those clean programs will be the key to his success, because then it just falls into better favor with like the judges too. They know what they're going to get.
Yeah. You do better with panels when you're predictable. And not
Yes.
even predictable, but just like safe. Like judges want to they want to sit back and watch
When you're
you, and I
easy to
feel like you can't do that
judge.
with him. Right.
Yes.
And I was thinking like I wanted to say he has a hard time saving things, like he can't just turn a program around, but that's not true because I've seen him land things where I've been like, he is a cat. Like it's
Mhm.
not that he can't save things. It's just like when something starts to go downhill, he cannot turn the train around.
Yeah, I mean, when he's off, he's off.
He's so off.
And
It's like he jumps with
just,
feeling instead of technique. And so if he doesn't have the feeling, he can't find his way back.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this leads us to the gold medalist who I want to talk about, Ilya Malinin. Now, before we talk, because I want to talk about the programs and everything like that. I think in years past, I want to talk like technical stuff at first. I think in years past, there have been many times when I've watched Ilya do a multitude of quadruple jumps, and I'll walk away from that program going, okay, what is the tech panel going to do now? And I feel that less and less these jumps and the jumps that he did here in this competition specifically, there was very little, if any, question on rotation. I feel like they've gotten stronger. I feel like he's gotten stronger himself. And I think that I feel like his jumps have improved and they feel cleaner. They feel even more reliable. Um, to our point about Adam, I think Ilya, you're getting more and more, you're feeling more secure in what he's going to do, and whatever that plan is, that he's going to skate it relatively cleanly, and he's going to put out a good, solid skate. And I think that he's like gaining like that consistency. It seems to be really something like, we see it that now, like he does not do the quadruple axel in the beginning of the season. Now that's something that's kind of become a trend of his and his team. And I think that it's nice to see the programs pulled back from the quads a little bit and have them grow, and while he gets into better shape, he starts adding them in. I mean, that being said, he's already did 5 quads. It's insane. But I think that the technique has improved even more, where I'm looking at these jumps and I'm not wondering what the tech panel is going to do. They look cleaner.
Yeah.
So
I also think they look, I'm curious if you think this too, but especially in the free skate, I noticed it. They look more integrated with the program. Like that first quad flip in his free skate comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's awesome. I mean, it's amazing. And
Yeah.
I think the more and more that he can do that, the more it quiets the criticism of him that the program feels like all jumps. Like the more he can limit those long telegraphs into a jump, the better the programs are going to be and feel.
Oh yeah. I mean, and you see it like in the short program, I really feel that like how the jumps are connected into the choreography, it really sometimes takes me by surprise.
Yeah.
And
well, it's
I
easier
think,
to do in the short program because there's fewer to fit in.
right.
And in the free skate, I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of times it has felt like he's just going back and forth
Back and
on the
forth,
ring
yeah.
to just jump.
Okay, so I think that these programs that Ilya has this season, I think short and long, these feel the most to me like Ilya wanted to do these. These feel the most like I have an idea of like what Ilya wanted to do himself.
I agree.
Are they my favorite Ilya programs? they're not my favorite ones. I think his short program from last year is probably my favorite. I liked his free skate from last year, but maybe it's because it's like his first world title. The Succession free skate is my favorite. But
I'm kind of a Euphoria truther as well.
Wow, yeah.
He just
Are
wasn't as
you?
developed, but I love that. Like, I wish I could see him now
doing
Yeah.
that. It would be
Ugh.
really cool.
Yeah, it'd be really good.
But I think that like he's coming at these programs with a POV. That being said, I think that like sometimes from what I've seen online, I think a lot of people are still like, I'm getting a little cringy at the spoken word in the free skate.
He needs to fix the you are something but not nothing line. That just like actually needs to be fixed.
Well, this is what I think. I think that we have some skaters, and I'm going to throw skaters into, and there's a fourth category, but I'm thinking of 3 different categories. And we have skaters who are very classical, who bring us to the opera. They have season tickets to the Met. And a skater like that, I would say, is
the Louvre.
They rob the Louvre. They're still there. They're stuck. And when 2 skaters come to mind who are your very classical skaters. I think of a Yuma Kageyama. I think Yuma can do something a little bit more modern, but he's in his element when it's classical. We see that with the Nessendormer free skate. I think Denis Vasilyev's is a classical. He's going to take you to the ballet. Right?
Okay.
Your modern skaters. I think Jason Brown can do classical, but I think he's in his element when he's doing something a little bit more modern. Yes, Sinnerman.
Jazzy,
Hello.
yeah.
My number 1 program of all time. One of them.
Yeah.
And I think he's more of like your modern skater. And I think then those were just 2 categories. There's only 2 categories of skaters. I can't remember the third. And then I think, like in that modern, you have somebody who's like, you have a Jason Brown, you have Torgashev, and you have Ilya, and everybody has their different.
Yeah, there are like subheads within modern for sure.
Yes. And I'm not talking subhead right now. What I am talking is that like sometimes we want to be taken to the opera, right? Now, when I think of like the like some people find it like cringe of the spoken word, but then when he skates this program, they cut to the audience and it's a teenage girl who's inconsolably sobbing, crying, right? And this is different. I think these are different girls. One was sobbing, crying. Hello, did you hear me? Is this thing on? Sobbing, tears. It like hand over mouth going, no, don't film me after the short program. And another one going, I overcome with emotion. So this is what I have to say of like, this is the generation that we're like, we're in and we're from and where he's coming from. Because we live in a day and age when somebody takes a tripod, right? And they take their phone when they start to feel themselves crying. They're like, oh, I'm going to cry. Where's my tripod? And they set it up.
Film themselves.
And they film themselves. And they go over to the other side of the room and they cry in the corner. They film themselves 30 seconds. And then they edit. And then they put text over that. And then they post it. And then the people who write to that and go, I'm really feeling what you're saying. Or like, so brave of you to share.
Right, the validation of emotion.
Right. You're so in touch with your emotion. And like, maybe they are, but right, this is a different generation because when I see that video, all I think is when you were going to cry, you thought,
grabbed your phone.
Where's my tripod? You grabbed your phone. And to me, it's the generational disconnect of like, you are like the only true wisdom is in knowing that you are nothing. And to me, that means beep, bop, boop, boop, beep, bop, boop, boop. Like, that's what that means to me. But to like Ilya and to somebody who is Ilya's age is like, whew, I hope the camera doesn't pan to me because I'm going to be like sobbing.
Right. Dissolve.
Yes. Dissolve to the blank boards.
In the same way that we are like feeling overcome with emotion watching Yuma Kageyama do Turando, like there are people of every generation who aren't moved by classical music in that way.
Yes, totally.
Of every generation. And
I mean, I would say I'm one of those skaters that's not always, or viewers that's not always moved by classical music, but I can be when it's done really, really well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I think those people exist because I'm one of them, but I just don't. You're right to bring up this like generational divide where there might just be meaning within this that we will never understand because we are not one of them.
Because we're in our 30s, right? Like,
Yeah.
when I'm going to cry, I'm not going to tell anyone. But when someone else is going to cry, they're going to grab their tripod. And that's the difference between me and somebody who was born in the 2000s. That is what it is.
I mean, fair enough. I think you bring up a really good point.
Watching this free skate, I mean, look, it's not as we've said, not my personal favorite, but it's hard to find something to criticize when he skates like that.
Right.
Honestly. And like and I actually do, I think, like, just kind of zoning out of what the words are saying would be helpful, because there are parts of it, like the slow part in the middle where it's more piano and he's not jumping. He does a really nice job interpreting that music.
He
And
does.
I think
moving
so
in a way
too.
that is really beautiful, kind of reminiscent of that show program he had last year, was really pretty. And
Mm-hmm.
like, we know he can do that. And there is like at least a section of this program that shows that off, which I appreciate. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just like, well, if you're gonna skate like that, I'm gonna run out of things to criticize because,
Right.
you
I
know,
mean, the thing about him is he wants to eat so badly. Like, he wants to tear this shit up. He's going to wear, like, it looked like a bralette with sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a
He-
note
A
about
bustier.
this.
he
I have a
took
note.
the
It's a
cutout
corset.
of Adam's bra clasp David hands.
Yes. Yeah.
and
In
cut
all
it out of his own shirt.
caps, in all caps, I wrote
Mhm.
he needs to call Vera.
Somebody wheel her out and give her the
Wheel her
sewing
out. I
machine.
think she's doing fine.
I think she's fine.
I think she's actually doing great. Someone call her.
She needs
'cause
to get
she's
some
a
mood and
functional
start picking out
member
fabrics.
of
Someone
society.
call her.
You know why? This is what I want to bring up. And my note beneath this says the only reason why I can say any of this is because the quads are like so easy and like almost of no note because the jumps are so flawless. Like amazing, 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 easy, easy, easy.
And
So
they've
great.
gotten better.
And they've
Yeah.
gotten better. And I'm not watching to see if he lands or falls. I'm
No.
watching to see just like the quality of it.
Yep.
He's like a very relaxing watch. You know he's going to be great. That's exciting. You are someone, and I'm talking directly to him now.
Oh, okay. I was like
yeah.
me. I was fully engaged.
You are someone that is most likely going to be Olympic champion. If anything, you're going to be on that Olympic podium. Think of all the photos. And when you look back one day and you see all of these photos, are you going to be like, I wish I had a different costume?
I don't think he is, Ashley. And I think that he's
Yeah.
like, I think he's like eating up what he's wearing.
And you know what? Fine. If you love it and you feel
That's
fierce,
what and I'm like, listen, I think that
fine.
like we don't like we're not gonna like the same things. But
We don't.
I can definitely tell because it's definitely avant-garde, the free skate costume.
It's a corset
Very.
with like sleeves. I was so surprised to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very like I mean, he wears it in a sophisticated way, but it has like a feminine touch to it, and I don't mean
Mhm.
that in like
In a bad way. No, no,
No,
no.
that's like the thing now. I mean, all these like NFL players who show up to their games wearing like skirts and whatever, like that's it's very, like you said, avant-garde. It's of the time.
I'm cool with avant-garde. I'm cool with like
Ashley,
feminine
like,
energy. I'm like,
but
please
as
don't
long as you
cancel
go
me.
to church,
Pray. So it's not that. It's just I want it to be done in a way that like fits your body well and looks like it's made really well. Like the short program costume, I don't know if I necessarily like personally love it. And I just think of all the pictures. Are you gonna love the pictures? Could it be done better? I don't know. Call Vera. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all
And
I wanted to
I want to
say.
say one thing about the hair. As somebody who maybe 15 years ago absolutely used a full bottle of Sun-In on their hair
Yeah.
and let's say it together, fried it to fucking hell and back. I know a bottle of Sun-In when I see one. And I'm
Well,
telling you, it takes a while, few years to recover from that. My dear friend, Ilya, lean into the recovery of your hair.
I mean, you had it
Yeah.
chemically relaxed.
After, yeah. Because I had chemically ruined it, as most professionals in the hair world would say. They'd go, "It's ruined."
Chemically.
Chemically. I embodied the aura of someone who had ruined their hair, and I just go, "Be
Yeah.
careful with that Sun-In. It is not to be played with."
Yeah.
And that's did you guys have anything from the men's event that I didn't bring up?
No, that was really
Okay.
it.
One more thing, and then we can move on. Lucas Bridgkey, cultural appreciator, I like to think, but it is tough.
Definitely appropriating.
Yeah, it is. So we are
He
crossing.
he appreciates appropriation.
Yeah.
He does. He really does.
I think he really, his heart is in the right place.
That's the thing. You know he doesn't.
Yeah.
And you're
It
like,
doesn't
I
come
think
from
that
the wrong place, but
yeah. I don't think it's completely thoughtless, in the
No.
way that sometimes appropriation is. That doesn't mean it's not appropriation.
Yeah, it's the long program specifically. It's
Yes.
like,
yeah.
sacre bleu, like I'm like my guy.
I told you
guy.
it's like it's flat hand. That's how I think he kind of walks the line.
Yeah, but
There's
and
no.
yeah, I mean, but he's gonna be backpacking across the world, and he's gonna
Yeah.
take the experience of his travels, and he's always gonna implement them into his programs. And
Yeah.
that's all I got, and that's how I'll leave the men's event.
Fair.
Thank you, Adam.
Fabulous. Let's get into these women.
Let's.
All right. So, to kind of sum it up quickly, the surprise champion of this event, her first senior Grand Prix ever, Ami Nakai. So sorry for calling you Amy for a solid 2 episodes now. Our sorry, girly. Triple Axel Queen was such a delight to see on the ice. Second, Kaori Sakamoto. Third, Ryon Sumiyoshi. So a Japanese sweep, which when we're talking again about the competition within the competition, this is looking real good for Team Japan in general. And if I was any of those other Japanese women, I'd be sitting back at home being like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
even
gonna have
being
to
one
skate well
of
at my event.
these,
I mean, yeah.
even being one of these women, you're like, oh God, okay, well, I guess I just got to do that again.
Right.
Yeah.
These performances were insane, absolutely insane. I want to start off with the short program. A couple of people just to mention, because we were really hyping up this women's event. It was packed with big names. Young Yu had a really rough go. Her short program was kind of like this party Cleopatra situation. But her technique has always been really stocky, in my opinion, and that just kind of like continued on. Some trouble technically. And she was really struggling this event in general. I do want to make note, Leah Serna, she might not always be able to land her jumps, but she can draw the sharpest cat eye you will ever see. And I want to just really appreciate the close-up that the French cameramen were able
Appreciate
to do.
the arts.
The arts there, because they said, we don't know what she's going to do technically, but
And we know she's got a cat eye.
that sharp. So
Zoom in on camera 2 and zoom out to nothing.
Sacre-bleu. Okay.
Oh la la.
Livia Kaiser, another athlete who really struggled in this event. And I do just want to mention, She had a gorgeous red dress in the short program.
She
and
did.
So while it was
She
not her
did.
event in any way, shape, or form, that short program dress was really pretty.
Dude, in the short program, when she had that first fall, like she fell from like 100 feet in the
My
air.
note
Yeah.
It was
says
very
she falls like she's being dropped from outer space. It's actually shocking.
because she jumps to outer space and then
Mhm.
She
just
jumps to
comes
outer
down.
space and then like doesn't figure out how she's coming back down.
I was since we've been on RuPaul's Drag Race on this episode, I was thinking of that time in RuPaul's Drag Race where they go, "Is she gonna jump from there?" When I
It's
saw
a
her
little bit like
falling
that.
because she's
Yeah.
just
It
coming
is.
down from so high up, which
Well,
is
she
a
spends a
compliment.
long time on the way down. But
Yeah.
she looked gorgeous
Yeah, she did.
falling from outer space. So
She did.
shout out there.
If only we could all look so gorgeous.
If
Falling from out of
only.
space.
Yeah.
Katy Perry wishes she looked like that coming down from there.
Oh, truly.
Gail King. You lied to the king, Gail.
Okay, so in the short program, we actually saw Ami really early on because, again, senior debut. Her short program, she's skating to La Strada. I love this costume. It's very like streetwear kind of. It's this red and white. It looks like she looks like a little. I mean, I guess this would be Italian, right? So red and white stripes, and then a little black skirt. Very very cute, but. I always feel like La Strada is bad junior music, and she made this music feel so expensive. I mean, she's just beyond expressive, and the way that you see her move through this program, she looks really relaxed. I think part of that is you kind of have two approaches as a senior debut. You see the athletes who are like fucking terrified and it's a horrible experience and you're just like, oh, they're there, better luck next time. And then you see the other athletes on the total other end of the spectrum who are like, do you know that you're at a senior Grand Prix? Like
Mhm.
she just looked like she was doing a run through and having the time of her life. She
Yeah.
opens up with this triple axel that I had to go back
Enormous.
and rewatch because it was so insanely easy. I knew she was competing triple axel, but I was like, oh, I probably there's no way she did a double. Triple axel, just insanely easy. That element alone in the short got her almost 10 points. So yeah, really set her up. It was like
Deservedly so. It was
Deservedly
an
deservedly so. It was
unbelievable
twos and
triple
threes
axel.
across the boards. It was just
Yeah.
insane. And then her happy face after every single jump just like really makes you fall in love with her. It's so endearing. And then she sealed the deal for me when she did a triple loop in the short program because that's a girl after my own heart. Only difference is she can do a triple axel and a triple left. So we are not the same at all. But I was trying to think of a really good way to describe her, and I always go back to Michelle's description of champagne bubbles.
Mm.
But it's not quite champagne bubbles because there's like a fullness to her that I think is like so delightful and she's a French 75. That's what she is.
You know I love a French
She
75,
I know.
Ashley.
Yeah. She takes up every inch of the arena. Like
yeah.
she takes up so much space. And
She
like
skates so high. Like
yes.
when she's
so
skating,
yes.
she's looking up and out, and I want almost every other skater to sit down and watch how she projects because she doesn't project to the first
Yes.
row. She projects to the person that's sitting at the very, very top. And when you do that, your skating looks so important.
Ashley, I want to talk about just quick, can I share a story, you guys? A quick one.
Yeah.
So you were saying her happy face at the end of like every jump.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was doing Dancing with the Stars. When you do Dancing with the Stars, you do like the day that you're performing, you do something in the morning, like it's camera blocking. You're like in your sweatpants, but you do the whole routine all the way out, and they basically see where you're going to be and block out the cameras. And you can rewatch that like later. Like basically somebody will be like recording it with their phone, the screen backstage, so you can watch it. And I remember that I did it and I was like, cheese, like just smiling throughout the whole thing. And my partner, Jenna Johnson, she was like, you look like an axe murderer. Why don't you do something with your mouth aside from just smiling? That's crazy. And I was like, well, what do you do with your mouth? Like, what does one do with mouth? And she said, just watch like whomever's next. And like Gleb was next. And I noticed that Gleb was always doing like a ow, ooh, ah, yeah, woo.
Yeah.
And he was always doing something. And ever since Jenna said that to me, that's what separates like the good performers and the great performers. Of they're using their face as a way to express emotion. And Ami did that in a way that it's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
Because the way that she skated, you can tell that she's consistent at home. It's not shocking that she's doing these things.
No.
But it brings so much joy. And I was just like on the edge of my seat. And it was like, I hadn't felt this way about a performance in a long time.
Yeah. I love her. I love her short program, I think, more than her free personally. But that being said, it was just like this amazing moment to see, and you're just kind of taken back because you have to remember it's her first senior Grand Prix. That's crazy. And she was followed by Rion Sumiyoshi. So it was a really interesting contrast between just Japanese styles in general, because Rion's skating to something that's very soft, very traditional classical. And I hadn't actually gotten to see this short program yet. It's lovely. And she is just like such a clean skater. But because we just saw Ami literally skate to the rafters, Rion looked small.
Yeah, it falls flat.
Yeah. So that kind of was a disservice to Rion skating because it just really, really contrasted how Rion doesn't perform quite yet. And she doesn't push past the boards in the same kind of way. It's very reserved, but still gorgeous. And for Rion, in the short program, the component score was what actually kept her out of that top 3. So still room for her to grow there. Jia Shin made some really devastating mistakes here. I'm not entirely sure what is going on. I was trying to read around just to see, because it was, I think, another good example of first senior
That's exactly
Grand
what I was
Prix.
going to say.
Yeah.
She read like someone who knew she was at a senior Grand Prix for the first time.
Yeah.
And like as soon as her music started in the short program, I was like, choreography looks rushed.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, she pops her first jump because she's rushing.
Yeah.
And like, so I feel like that's what it was, is she was kind of rushing, maybe from nerves or the adrenaline of this.
Yeah.
This little life we call.
This crazy little thing called love.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
she
what she was
has
rushing
this
from.
double axel entry with an Ina Bauer that is just stunning.
Divine.
Oh my God. It's
I know.
divine.
She has moments of like absolute beautiful skating.
Well, when I watched that short program at Nebelhorn, when I thought it was a lot stronger, she was a little more patient in the choreo and like finishing her movements and stuff. I found the whole thing to be just really, really gorgeous. So it's there. It's just, this was not her best.
This wasn't her best. And again, competition within a competition. She was backed up by Cheon, who, also hasn't been super strong. I'm trying to think. I'm saying she hasn't been super strong this season, and all of a sudden I'm like, where have we seen her this season? But
no,
have we not seen her?
Yeah, no, we have. Cheon had a disaster at her
That's right.
first
Okay.
challenger. Yeah.
Yep. So I think for her, kind of coming back from that, it was a big question mark. When did she make the switch to Lee Barkel, or am I being an idiot?
I was also thinking the same thing, and I was just like, don't question it, Adam.
She got off the ice and hugged him, and I was like, what?
I don't know, timeline-wise. I don't think she's fully switched. I think she goes back and forth.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I do just think like her energy in general, she seems lighter, she seems happier. Lots of assumptions being made, but it wasn't a great program, and she got off the ice like laughing off she had a fall on her flip. Like she didn't seem
That
super
flip
bothered.
fall made me mad. That
Yeah, like
was,
why?
if you listeners go back and listen to our intro to when Dick Button says unnecessary and uncalled for, because that's how she fell on that triple flip, where I was just like, girl,
Yeah, what?
fucking
Yeah.
But I
Ma'am,
did
you don't do that. Like it felt
please.
like
Not
she was like
necessary.
expecting to fall, but then did something nice,
Yeah.
and the body rejected it.
Yeah.
The body said, I keep the score.
Yeah.
But on the
Great
sheet,
costumes.
it's F exclamation point caret. So the triple threat.
Yes.
just the variety bundle.
Yeah, a
Throw 'em
little
all
bit
in
of
there.
everything.
You can get that for a discount at
a
Costco.
little bit of
You get
everything.
them all at once.
Isabel Levito was third in the short program. She's so much faster than she used to be. Can we just give some appreciation there? I used to feel like watching her she was like crawling on the ice. She has really improved her speed.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I think that's true, but I think it's really specific to post first jump, because I always thought when she was young, she would come out and go so fast. And
Yeah.
then as soon as she started jumping, the speed would just disappear.
Disappear. Yeah.
And I did find that she was maintaining more speed throughout this program.
Yeah, it moves really well. This technique just leaves no room for error, but it's like still working for her. So go off, queen. But like, my God, it
gotta
scares
let
me
it happen.
so much. Yeah.
I mean, it's a great American tradition to have one of your top female athletes have horrible jumping technique. It
But
is a
she's
great
getting
American,
it done. Like,
and
that's
they
the
always
thing.
do. And it's also a great American tradition to do it. And it
Just
doesn't matter
do it.
how.
She should be a Nike athlete if she's not.
She's in good company.
This short program, though, this is her lane. She
Yeah.
paved it.
I love
She
this.
painted the lines. She put up the signs. Like this is the lane.
Yeah.
Personally, like for my own taste profile, it's not for me. That's not to say I think it's bad. I think it's really good for the genre that she has put herself into. And I think she has such a presence, and it's obvious that she can skate this and perform it. So like when it comes down to toot or boot, this is a total toot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is how you do gloves. If you're gonna wear gloves,
Yes,
wear
thank
gloves
you.
like this.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like
Agreed.
a character glove.
Every time I watch this short program, I'm like, people are gonna eat this the fuck
Yes.
up if
Yeah.
she skates this at the Olympics.
Yes. Yes.
Like
that
they're
is my
gonna
note too.
eat it up. It's gonna be all
Great.
over TikTok.
No,
It's
and
gonna
she's
be
like perfectly packaged.
yes.
She
She
It's
looks
really good.
incredible. She also just seems like really relaxed in her element, like
Yeah.
super clean, great to see. And I feel like she beat Rion out here because of this performance, and deservedly so. Like she's
Yeah.
performing.
No,
It's-
she was
it's a great
rightfully the
short.
third best in the short
Yes.
program.
Absolutely.
I could tell she was frustrated that she was off the podium
Yeah.
after the free skate.
Because she
Yeah.
skated well.
Yeah, no, I know. This
mean-
was a tough
It was tough.
event.
Calorie, ponytail clad. She's back.
Uh,
Another great example of how to do
time
gloves.
to say goodbye.
Oh my God, I hadn't seen it yet. I will not be seated when I see this at the Olympics, and I will be crying when
That's
I see
what
this
I'm
at the
saying.
Olympics.
That's
I'll
all
be
I'm
s-
saying.
Oh my, both of her programs are the skate off songs that it's the perfect package.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
She's just so powerful. Like everything she does, I'm buying
Well,
it. I
it's
love
like-
it.
After every great thing we have said about all these women in this short program, all of them being true, when Cowrie came onto the ice, you were like, oh, well, now the major leagues are starting. That's
Yeah.
how it feels when
Yes.
she starts skating. Like the command that she has over the ice is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah. It's It's another just like level of skating. It's such a privilege. Her axle entrance is so scary. It's this
Oh
back
yeah.
outside edge where she's laying back, and I could never. Are you kidding me? A blind approach?
No.
No, you needed sight. If anyone needed it, I always said it's Ashley Wagner. If she needs her sight, it's
Oh my God.
you know,
No.
like Cowrie, when I watch Cowrie skate, and especially when she skates as well as she did here in both programs, I get emotional because I'm watching somebody do something at such a high level. Like her skating is so powerful and she's so powerful and she's so good at it. I'm watching somebody like at the top of their craft.
Yeah.
She's still not like looking at me in the eyes. She's not forcing me to like be there with her emotionally.
Yeah.
I get there emotionally because I'm watching somebody who's just so good at what they do. And when it was back to back with Ami Nakai, it was like she drew me in a way that I've always wanted Cowrie to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the biggest, like, not to like jump ahead, but when we were talking about like the performance quality, like I'm very moved by the way that Cowrie's skating, and it's like the circumstances of which we're in, where it's like she's won the world title 3 times, she's the reigning world silver medalist. She's a favorite for the gold medal. We know that this is her last season. She has these, like you said, perfect programs that are like the last
Yeah.
programs.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
all of that. Like all of that is so perfect. And she has little moments here and there where she'll like look up into the audience and bring you in. But
Yes.
there are those moments where I feel like she's disconnected in a way. It's always been my like, if you can be critical, it's what I've always been critical of her.
No, I agree with that. I wouldn't say that she is the one who she pulls you in a different way, which is why I do think she is
Yes.
still like a very magnetizing skater to watch, but it's not the emotion necessarily that she brings that pulls you in. It's like this wow factor that's like hard to really name. Okay, so she falls into second. So going into the free skate, it's Japan 1-2, but not necessarily in the order that we thought they were going to be in. So Carrie's in second, Ami's in 1st. After that, gorgeous triple axel by about 2 points. Isabeau sitting pretty in third, and Rion really close behind. So Gia Shin pulled up to seventh. And again, I just feel like it was like the mental nerves because she made these 2 mistakes. She had like a weird open up forward mid-air pop a loop where it's like you've already committed so much to rotating this jump that you've done like a double and a half and you're going to come out forward. That's dangerous. Like stay in. This is where I'm like, I don't want to be teaching you the basics here. You pull in and fall. Pull in and
You
fall.
got to. You can't pop.
You can't be popping.
You can't pop.
You can't pop. And then she had another weird pop, but then she locked in, right? So to me, I see that and I'm like, mental, that's all. It's just, first Grand Prix and you are vying for an Olympic spot. Scary, but pull in and fall, see what happens. It's probably going to be better. Cheon, 6th in the long, 6 overall, but like really distinctly middle of the field of this event, which I do think speaks to how kind of crazy this event was. But she was some 20 points back from the podium mix. So getting some edge calls, alerts, rotations, like the whole assortment. So it's early in the season and hoping to see her just climb up a bit. She looked a lot better than the last event that we saw her at, which
I mean, and she
forgot about because I was like, that just doesn't feel like her. So I didn't even keep it in my memory.
Yeah. And she straight up just like missed the loop, like just did not, just skated right through it. And I was like, she didn't do another jump. And I didn't even know that double axel at the end was like added. I thought that was like very cool under the gun.
Very Kevin Amos.
Very.
Was very just.
Yeah. Very.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
I also want to shout out Lorraine Shield, who short program electric blue pantsuit mesh situation, kind of wild. The Free is a solid vehicle for her. I was very curious how she placed ahead of Cheong, because in my mind, like I don't necessarily see her as a skater. I don't like assign her as a skater that would be scoring higher than Cheung, but all these little mistakes really add up. And then, when Lauren goes out there, her base value is already higher, and just like those elements aren't getting all that extra attention. And so she's not losing those points. So huge for her to be this close to the podium in general.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's improved a lot.
So much.
A lot. Even last season, I was like, okay. And this year, I'm like, whoa.
Fifth.
Yeah, I mean,
she would be a skater that I would like. If I look at the sheet, I'm like, okay, she's probably going to be like 10th, 11th, 12th, and then maybe last year like 8th through 12th, and now 5th. That's a huge jump.
Yeah, like a 120 something in the free.
It's hard to imagine like she's not the person who gets the French Olympic spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure. I mean, especially with that. Okay, so up next was Rion. I had no idea she was 22. I thought she was like 17. She's way older than I thought she was.
She's gotten like third at this competition for like, this is the third year in a row.
Yeah,
or fourth.
I'm like, she's 17 for sure.
She loves the third spot on the French podium.
She loves it.
Her axle toe covers an insane amount of ice. That is just cool. Her quad toe was under, but again, really exciting to see quads in the women's event.
Like pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good attempt.
She doubled a triple sow, so she would have been even closer to Cowrie in this. So she just like left some points on the table, but she was going for third place because she wanted to continue the collection.
Yes.
Right, and she got like 145 in the free skate. I mean, it's a huge number.
Crazy score. And like she's so cute. You can tell that she's clearly so happy with that, and it's like that's how you start your Grand Prix season.
It's just crazy that someone's getting a 145 in the free skate and they're getting third. And
it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm so retired. I'm so retired. I don't want to
be
messing around
Olympic
with
year.
any of this.
Yeah.
Isabeau skated after her. Crazy combo exit. It looked like she was on a tilt-a-whirl, but she stood up. So just like really sloppy there. It didn't look as light as it was in the short for her. And it just looked like she was kind of skating like there was podium pressure. And like she knew that Rion was going to be doing a quad toe and that she was going to have to be like perfect to keep
she
her
skated
spots.
like she heard the number 145 right before she went.
That my next note, she and Rion were only separated by 2 points, and she had to have heard that score. So, when that first combo went off, it was like a little bit of a wake-up call. But other than that, like the rest of the program wasn't bad. It was just like she looked like she was skating not to lose instead of skating to win. Like that attack was missing for me. So with Rion doing her quad toe, she was already back like 5 points in base value. There wasn't any wiggle room. Combo was under. She got an alert on a Let's. And so she ends up falling into second place. And she looked really disappointed. You can see like her understanding that her chances of the Grand Prix final are probably just like disappearing. But Adam, you'll appreciate this. I don't know if you heard this, but in the Kiss and Cry, she's holding a stuffed baguette. And to her coach, she goes, "Yeah, it's a jelly cat. These are luxury."
Yes, they are. That's Isabeau is like very my daughter.
She's so cool.
I love me some Isabeau.
Yeah, Isabeau's great. Cowrie, she at 148.03. Like,
I mean,
that score's insane.
She was amazing.
Phenomenal. She was amazing.
God.
This program's so classy. Like, she's skating to La Vie en Rose, but this version's a bit of me. There's like a dramatic horn section to start. It's like the essence of Cowrie was just like put into a long program. It's great for her. It's also like watching Big Sis go out and just like do the thing that she's really good at, but also be so encouraging for the next generation. But she's also above all of it. Like she is competitive, but it's almost like she's not worried about the competition because she's a different level.
She doesn't have to worry about it. Like she knows.
I'm in the history books.
Yeah, and it's like, when you interview skaters or you read interviews of any athlete where it's an individually judged sport, people will say, you know, all I need to do is my job and the results will take care of themselves. But like
That's
people
not true.
just say that.
It's truly not true.
She can truly believe that, I think, because of
Yes.
all that she's achieved and because of how good she is, that she really
Mhm.
can internalize that mindset of if I do what I'm supposed to do, I will be fine.
Yeah, and she should be too.
Totally.
Everything's amazing, amazing, amazing. She did this knee slide that I just hate. I hate the knee
Well, it's
slide.
like no one can do that knee slide as well as Adam Siohimfa.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
thing. Just
true.
let Adam do that,
Leave it for
and
him.
then leave it for
Yes.
him. Because unless you're gonna spend 4 seconds sliding on your back,
I
Yeah,
it
know.
it's not
doesn't
worth it.
give. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I felt
She
the
gets off
same
the
way.
ice. She gets beamed by stuffed animals on the way off. I thought that was very funny. Huge hug from her coach. And like, I just hope she keeps this energy throughout the season. Like last season, we all know it. Everyone knows that she's getting asked about it a million times. I hope she can just stay relaxed.
Yeah.
Finally, Ami, girl fucking loves a hairpiece. And 2009 me loves her for it.
Mhm.
Everything has a hairpiece. Like, oh my God. She opened up with a huge triple axel, not as good as the short, but still like pretty solid. And she just took it like every athlete should. It was just like one jump at a time. She's skating to What a Wonderful World. And like truly, it's a wonderful world when she's skating like that.
It is.
It's lovely.
It's that youthful joy that is gonna just like if she makes it to the Olympics and she skates this program, like there are a million little girls who are gonna go, I want to be just like her.
I want to be just like
Mhm.
her.
It's just this
It
joyfulness.
takes me from glass half empty to glass half full. She makes me a glass
And
half
that's
full
saying
person. And I'm
something,
not white.
everybody.
That's
Yeah.
saying something.
This
I'm
is our
saying
glass
so
half
much.
empty girl.
Yeah. So she is behind Cowrie in the second mark by like 6 points, but she's ahead of her in base value by 10. So like do that math, a clean program, and Ami skates her way into the top of her first Grand Prix podium at her first senior Grand Prix. When the scores come in, I thought the reaction was so cute.
Yeah.
You can tell that she was just like not expecting to go in front of Cowrie, and neither was her coach, and they're like gobsmacked.
Yeah. Well, and the reality is she really shouldn't have, like, Cowrie basically lost because she lost levels on both of her last spins, and had she gotten normal level 4 spins, she would have won.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they're not obviously looking at protocols right before
No.
Ami goes, so they're thinking the ceiling for this event is roughly what Cowrie just scored, and I'm
Yep.
not going to get that. And that's, I mean, it was amazing. And it was cute because in the
was
Kiss and Cry, when
amazing.
they did the in arena interview, they asked her about, you know, coming to the senior Grand Prix, and the first thing she said basically is, it's amazing to skate with people like Cowrie.
Yeah.
Like the
I mean,
girls
that's
love
so
her.
cool.
Yeah.
So again, like Cowrie's just giving big sis vibes. I love it. And she's clearly like so happy for this team. And this could easily be the Olympic team, which is crazy. It could
And
be.
it easily could
and
not be.
It could
Yes.
easily not be
So
also.
insane. Yeah.
So
I mean, for Ami, this is a huge thing because Cowrie skated two basically, aside from some level issues, clean programs
yeah.
and ended up ahead of her. And you'd have to
Mhm.
imagine that if Cowrie were to skate clean at the Olympics right now, you'd imagine she's the gold medal favorite. Japan has a girl who just beat that girl who
Yeah.
skated basically clean.
How
Mhm.
bananas is that? What is her second event? If
Who's?
it's Skate America.
Ami
Ami's?
Nakai's.
It's not Skate America.
Oh, I would have been so happy to see that in person.
Oh, she could have been at the 100th show.
I know.
If only.
If only. Well, that's the women. I know it was long-winded, but there was just so much to go over. I feel like it
There
was
was a lot
actually,
to
like a
talk
pretty
about.
It
decent
was
event.
an amazing event.
Yeah.
It really was. Yeah. Ice dance?
Yeah. The dance. The
Please.
dance.
How much of the ice dance event did you each watch?
I watched I'm gonna say this and not divulge too much. I watch the people I really care about in both.
Sounds like you with the
Okay,
draft.
I think I can.
Not disciplines in both events.
I think I can guess who
Yeah.
that means. Adam,
Yeah.
how much did you watch? Did you
I
watch
saw
all of it?
all of the rhythm dances, and then I saw not
really
all
cared
of the
about.
yeah, I didn't see all the free dances.
Okay.
But I think I saw enough
I
to
did make sure to watch Ashley's draft pick.
absolutely.
I made sure
me
to
too.
watch.
And Kafa.
I made sure to watch them because I really care about them.
Right. Right. I did make sure to watch them, and I was laughing when Davis and Smolkin, who you just left on the board, were
Yeah.
5 places higher than him.
Yeah, but
Also,
you know,
we all left Ami on the. None of us took Ami.
Nobody drafted
ins-
Ami Nakai.
it's insane.
Crazy.
It's
well,
so
I
crazy.
thought about bringing her on, and then thought about what happens to my team.
I mean, your women's team was.
So you were being nice to her, and
Look
you're
at
the
Cal.
reason she won. Look
Yeah.
at Cal. I invested so much into Cal.
I
I
really did.
invested like he's Bitcoin.
He is Bitcoin. I have art. I have digital art of him.
He's an NFT.
Okay.
Okay, so I will go through what happened, but to just level set the results of this event.
Mm-hmm.
Laurence Fournier Boudry and Guillaume Cizeron won this event. Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson got second, a very close second. Allison Reed and Saulus Ambrulevichus got third from Lithuania. And Charlene Guignard, Marco Fabri from Italy got fourth.
Narrowly.
Narrowly fourth. As in, what he means, by the way, is narrowly not fifth. Not narrowly right below third.
Mm-hmm.
Narrowly not fifth. So just that's the narrowly we mean.
It was a favor fourth.
So rhythm dance, Laurence and Guillaume have to go first because they have no points.
Mhm.
So they're the very, very first ones to go. And one of the things I want to say before we talk about the skating is that Marie-France Dubré looks more and more like Miranda Priestley by the day.
It's so true.
Like she has like the exact styling, and as soon as her hair is fully silver, that's who it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
She looks amazing.
it's appropriate for her team doing Vogue.
Because she's
So-
editing it.
She's the editor of Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
And so this Vogue program that's new for Laurence and Guillaume, it's good. It's good. It's a good vehicle for them. I think it needs a little more time, as do all the programs. Guillaume fell in this program. He like went down to his knees at the end in their choreo sequence, so that counted as a fall, which cost them a lot of points. But otherwise, like they skated pretty well. I cannot figure out the packaging. Like I do not know why she looks like the house bunny. And I like went back and watched the Vogue music video to make sure that I wasn't forgetting something that Madonna wore, and I wasn't.
It feels like cone bra looking.
That's what.
right?
That's what.
But it's not from Vogue.
No. It's
I
not
mean-
from Vogue.
But the comb bra is also gold, which I
Right.
think they. But I think they're smart enough to know that they can't come out. She can't be wearing gold.
I
They
mean,
get eaten alive for doing that.
they're getting eaten alive anyway.
Oh no,
So-
Yeah.
she wears a pink one.
So I don't know. I was just a little confused. I would have rather them be true to like the source material of Vogue personally, but whatever. Do what you want.
You're
They-
a purist.
it's like- I mean,
You're
it's two
a
people who
Madonna
just like
purist.
it comes across like two people who want to show off as much of their bodies as possible.
Well,
And you know what? They're two
And it
beautiful
is.
people, so more power to them.
And
but
it is.
can I gotta say something. This '90s theme, like everybody's doing Madonna, everybody's doing Backstreet Boys. Where's the Alanis Morissette? Where's the Believe by Cher? Celine Dion is from the '90s.
I know. I think the idea of it being dance party, quote unquote, has really messed with some people's heads
Do you
because
know
you
how
can
many
dance in a
times
lot
I've
of different
heard
ways.
You
Do
can.
you believe in love at a dance party?
I mean, I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying it. I'm saying that I feel like that has messed with people's heads a little
No,
bit.
it truly has. No, it
Yeah.
has.
Because Celine Dion doesn't give you necessarily quote unquote dance party, but I think you could be at a dance party doing Celine Dion. Get creative, everybody.
Yeah, it's all
Party.
coming back to me now.
I mean, you don't have
Hello.
to tell
Oh
me.
my God. It's not coming.
You don't
That
have
is
to
what
tell
gets
me.
the party going.
That's the
Yeah.
way it is. Ugh,
I know. Also, you guys, Genie in a bottle. Like,
I know.
where is Genie in a bottle? Cotton Eye
know.
Joe, Blue. All I want to do, Sheryl Crow.
What list did you just pull up that you're reading from now? There's
I'm reading
no
my
way.
notes.
Okay.
I went like, when are these from the 90s? I have Baby One More Time. Haven't seen one Britney Spears.
No, which is insane.
It's insane. Genie in a bottle. And I made sure these are from the 90s because those girls can trickle into the 2000s.
And they
Yeah.
do.
They do.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Nobody. Cotton Eye Joe, right? Now, Joe.
They've been
Somebody
doing that for years. That's untouchable.
Blue. I'm blue. If I were green, I would die. Whatever.
Is that what
Nobody.
he's saying?
Yeah, if
Don't
I was
know.
green, I would die.
My
is part of
entire
the
life,
lyrics.
I was singing "I'm blue a da ba dee but die."
Well, part of it is that, but then when
Okay.
he actually says, "If,
If
I was green,
No, that
I
makes
would die."
that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Any Alanis Morissette, anything from Jagged Little Pill.
Sure.
We can fix the tempo. It's easy.
Fix
Oh,
it.
and I know a guy. All Star, Smash Mouth. Hey now, you're an all star. Where was that?
This is now what is
This is
it? Yeah.
Adam's playlist.
And now
Yeah,
hottest hits.
And my last one, all the small things. All the small
Small
things.
things.
Hello,
I know the
Beth's
song.
pattern dance. It's calling.
Dun, dun. Okay.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
think
You're
there's
right.
just kind of a lack of range that has been shown by the selections here. I
Hmm.
mean, there's 2 Vogue programs in this rhythm dance alone.
It messed with their heads. You're so right.
Yeah. So anyway, the Vogue though, it's a good vehicle. I want to give it a little more time to feel like it's really grown into itself. I continue to feel like, you know what? I'm not going to say that yet.
Okay, save it.
Save it. Okay, so they do Vogue. Bratty in Somerville, Emily Bratty coming off of an injury that she described as a nerve injury in her leg.
No fun.
So I don't think that they have done these programs that much lately. So they also do Vogue. They are looking like the music video, which is one of the reasons I went back and looked up because I was like, who's looking more
Who's right?
true to
Who's
form?
doing
Yeah,
video?
exactly. But both of the Vogue boys destined to make mistakes here because Ian makes a mistake in their midline that cost them quite a few points. They do a little weird headstand pause, and I don't think Ian Somerville, gifted skater as he is, should ever have to do that.
No.
He should
It's
be
very
upright.
look what you made
shouldn't be
Jason
up-
Brown do.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Look what you made Ian Somerville do.
The
Reform the
only
ISU.
skaters allowed on their head on purpose are the Browns and not Jason.
Strong necks.
Strong
The
necks.
Godfather Browns
Yeah.
only.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that and went, oh, come on.
Feet down.
Feet down. You're such a good skater.
Do you know
Why
how
are the
many
feet not
times
on the
in
ice?
my day I have to say feet down?
Dear.
And then to have to do it one more time?
Yeah, to someone who should know better.
Yeah, for real. So I think you could just lose that, but anyway, so again, this whole event, not their best skates, but I think they seemed satisfied with it in the kiss and cry based on the mistakes and the lack of practice. So so let's get into the real drama.
Yeah.
So
Do you
the
mean
remaining
drama?
the remaining top
Drama.
teams left to go
Mm-hmm.
are at this point in time are Davison Smolkin from Georgia, Reed Ambrulevicius from Lithuania, Guignard and Fabry from Italy, and Fear Gibson from Great Britain. Okay. They all go. And Guignard and Fabry end up in 5th place after the rhythm dance.
Mm-hmm.
This is a team that was 4th in the world 6 months ago, and a team that has twice been on the world podium in the last 3 years. 5th in the rhythm dance, 2 spots below a team with a fall. So I think everybody's kind of like red alarms are going off when this happens. And I took a look at it, and like ice dance, you get a lot of attention goes to the levels that elements are getting, which as it should. That's like ultimately the skaters are aiming to get level 4s on all the leveled elements. But where a lot of the real manipulation occurs in ice dance is on grade of execution.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a look at it.
Let's see the manipulation.
Well, so Fear Gibson, who win the rhythm dance here, and I think that Fournier Cicerone would have won the rhythm dance had they not recorded that fall.
Mm-hmm.
But for the time being, Fear Gibson are in 1st, and their overall GOE is almost 17 points.
I think as we go on, that's going to mean more to me, because right now I'm going,
So what do you think Guignard Fabry got if they got 17 points in GOE?
They should be getting above them.
What did they get?
Good night.
10?
About 13.
That's yeah.
So they got 4 points less on GOE.
Which
there are
is
5
just
elements
insane.
in the rhythm dance. There are 5 elements in the rhythm dance. So here's my thing, is just like, and by the way, Reed Ambrulevicius got 15 points.
Mm-hmm.
Fournier Cicerone got over 11 points, basically a 1.5 behind Guignard and Fabry, and they had an element with a GOE of minus 1.14. And they still almost got the same amount of GOE as a clean program by the Italians.
Dance is wild.
Davison Smolkin got more in GOE as well.
Okay.
So they are the 4th best team on GOE in this segment. They are also the 4th best in the rhythm dance in skating skills. And I want to know how you, as an ice dance judge, look yourself in the mirror and take yourself seriously in your profession, putting that team 4th in this event in skating skills.
Money.
I mean,
and now it's time for a song break for Ashley Wagner.
Especially,
there's just like I don't know how to explain it, because it doesn't make sense. It defies reason.
The skating skill, like, it's not just like performance or what you're like packaging. It's like skating skill specific, where they're both very good skaters.
They're great.
Some of the
skaters.
2 of the best skaters in the world.
And I don't think that the program that they have in this rhythm dance plays to their strengths.
No, it doesn't.
And they're doing a Backstreet Boys medley that includes a sped up tempo of Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely, which feels really off. And it, I don't think it's great. But I think if you boil it down to the specifics, like a skating skills, you're like, what is going on here?
Yeah. I also think that rhythm dance is better than a fair amount of other rhythm dances that we've seen this season. I don't think it's
it's also
bad.
No worse.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not significantly worse.
Well, and it's just sort of like, okay, Fear and Gibson have a Spice Girls program that I like for them.
I like for
yeah, I think it's good on them, and I think it's frankly like more polished at this point than the Italian rhythm dance is, for sure. to my eye.
Yeah.
But was it executed 4 points better than the Italian program? What's that meme? Not in my world. Not in the world I'm living in. Laura Dern is saying that. I'm saying that because I'm just like,
I
is
feel
the
like,
overall impression of the British program better? I think yes. In this rhythm dance, I think the composition and the presentation are better. I do think that. But I think we should just be intellectually honest with the way we score these programs and just let people win in the things that they are actually winning in.
Yeah.
And not decide that because one thing is better that we're going to make sure everything's better. Like this
Don't
team should be
judge.
probably 4th in this event in skating skills.
Yeah.
Fear
I mean,
Gibson.
don't judge this. Don't have a skating skills mark if you're going to treat all 3 different categories of the program components as one. Like
Right.
this has always been the problem when there were even more. It's
Right.
just you're treating it as if it is a presentation mark. But when there is like, I'm just repeating what you're saying. Like this is the
Yeah.
really frustrating thing where it's like it's very you can just see the quality of the skating and the angle of the blade and of the ankles and of everything. You see that, and it's at a higher quality. It's the skating skill is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them. I like Fear and Gibson a lot. They seem like lovely people too. I want great things to happen to them in their skating careers, just not at the expense of other people. That's kind of how I feel. And sometimes I do feel like some of their success comes from other teams being pushed down in ways that just like isn't necessarily appropriate for like specific areas of their skating.
Yeah, I think like, and we'll talk about the free dance, but I think I'm okay with Fear Gibson being above Guignard and Fabry in this rhythm dance. I am okay
I'm
with
talking whole competition, but yeah, the rhythm dance I agree.
even that. If somebody wanted to come and make an argument to me, and I've had this conversation with our dear friend Ben Augusto several times where he's like, it's not a skating skills competition, it's an ice dance competition.
Yeah.
And you can't just be good skaters. Like you need full package, you need everything to really to be able to win. And so people lean into the things that they can lean into. And I think that Fear Gibson have done an amazing job at that. So
Yeah,
if
they
somebody wanted
really
to come
have.
to me and make that argument that they deserve to be above Guignard and Fabry because they have leaned into a few things that are real strengths for them and the skating skills less so, I could be persuaded by that maybe.
Yeah.
But for us to pretend that Guignard and Fabry are like points and 15 points behind them in the competition, that's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane. So
And
let's
a
do the free
disservice
dance
to this team.
Let's do the free dance because I do think the free dance is really more egregious actually. Like even though the Italians pull up to 4th ultimately and they don't stay in 5th, I do think the free dance is a better look at what we're seeing because I think the rhythm dance is a bad vehicle for the Italians. So first of all, before I do the top teams, Brady Somerville White Crow program is gonna be so good. They do their twizzles at just the right moment on the music. It's gorgeous. And it's amazing that this is one of their like very early run throughs that they have not done this program very much because they're really good in it. So
Yeah.
love that. Love them.
Can I say one thing about Peyton Bai?
I had something. I'm ready. Go ahead.
He is always in some sort of tunic. Like he's
wait.
gonna knock on the door and
Always.
go,
You're
"Can I
stealing
talk to
from my
the?"
notes.
Am I really? Am I like?
I wrote Logan Bai is never styled correctly. That's
No,
what I
I'm
wrote.
just like, ye old traveler, where's the manager? Do you have a room anywhere? But like, that's what it's like. Can I get a
He's
beer
got a
at the-
tunic for everything.
Yes, I was like, he loves this look. He loves
Yeah,
this
he
look.
really does. He really does. And they're in brown.
Yes,
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
that's Villager. Like
I
that's.
actually think the Lion King program they're doing is put together pretty well. I just think the styling could be improved. Okay, so Guignard and Fabry have to go first in the last group because they're in 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So their free dance is far better for their strengths than the rhythm dance. But it does just kind of feel like they don't get above 4th place, and it kind of feels like a decision was made somewhere along the way,
Yeah.
and the damage was done from the rhythm dance too. And I'll get to the scoring once I just talk through some of the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
So Fournier, Boudry, and Cicerone. Well, Davidson Smolkin went next. They skated well. I think 5th is exactly where they should be in this event.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love their free dance, by the way.
it's good.
I really like it.
Yeah. There's a team that I think probably should get higher skating skills than the Brits. Anyway, Fournier, Boudry, and Cicerone go next after Davison Smolkin. We've talked about my feelings about the originality of this material and the movement style, but similar to what I said about Ilya, very hard to be critical of a program when they skate like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It is just really, they are great skaters. They are clearly the best skaters in this field by a mile.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what do you expect?
What are you going to say?
Yeah. What are you
know
going to
what
say?
I mean? Like,
Yes.
what are you going to say? Like, this program is really well done. The score for this time of the year is very Skate Canada level inflation.
Yeah.
I will be interested to see what they get outside of France since they haven't competed outside of France.
Have thought about this, and she still's not a French citizen, and I did a little research of like what's her like pathway to citizenship, and her pathway is that like France has a relationship with Quebec, but her pathway is through her grandfather being a permanent resident of France. I don't even think like a French citizen. So I can't imagine it's an easy pathway. But I can imagine that something that would be like something that would help push something over the edge of like
is winning competitions,
is winning, especially a Grand Prix event of I'm in a special circumstance.
Yeah.
So that's what I was really thinking of. Like, I cannot imagine that the pathway to citizenship is clear, and I at this point would even be surprised if she gets it. But if you're going to pull out all the stops, this is one of the stops you have to pull of like they could win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, by the way, without the home cooking, they could win.
Yeah.
This team is good. Yeah. Like they are really good at
ice very
dancing.
Good. Very good.
And we can all sit here about like the like off ice nonsense that has gone on, and there has been plenty. But like they are really good when you isolate the skating itself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just no argument against that.
Yeah.
So they get a huge score, and then they have to wait. So Reed Abrulevicius go next. By the way, this free dance is a program of the Void.
It's a program of the Void. 1,000%.
They play this music when you enter the gates of the Void.
It's so true.
It's Allison Reed going.
Word.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah.
Also, like back to back those programs, because you've just like gone into like a dream state, and you're like lounging on the clouds, and then all of a sudden you're like, where the fuck am I?
Yep.
Yeah. It's whiplash. That's European whiplash.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I do think like, and I know I said this when we talked about them at the Olympic qualifier. I do feel like Allison and Cellulus are skating with a lot of confidence this year, which makes me like their material more. It makes me enjoy their skating more. That being said, there's some creative execution cooking going on here, in my opinion. Their base value, once all the levels are in, is lower than Guignard and Fabry's, and their tech score is over a point higher. Okay. And I actually think, despite what I just said, I do think they looked more hesitant here than they looked at the Olympic qualifier, where they really, you could tell, knew they were the best ones there. You know what I mean? Whereas here, they're not the best ones here. And I think you could feel that come through a little bit. So I'm like, okay, so this is a slightly worse version of this performance, in my opinion, than we've seen already. And we're just like cooking the GOE books for them. But the GOE cooking, the flame is at its highest on the stove of GOE cooking.
On the British stove.
When Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson take
It's on kilowatts.
It is hot in that kitchen.
Jewels.
I'm sweating. I got to take the apron off.
Mm-hmm.
They have a really nice free dance this year. I really like, and I know Adam really likes this concept. Ashley, I don't know if we've talked about it with you, but I know Adam has said on the podcast that he really likes
it's kind of
concept.
tough because when I think of like Olengzai Scottish program, I think of the Cares. And so I immediately am like, where's the skirt?
Yeah, where's your kilt?
Why am I not seeing bare
Why isn't there
leg?
blood all over your costume?
Right.
Yeah.
I like this concept a lot. I think it highlights the issues that I have with this team in particular in a big, big way. But it also highlights the things that makes this team so like fun to watch also. So it's like the highs are high. The parts for me that like really bug me are also super visible in this.
And you're talking about the skating skills?
The skating skills, just like the lack of extension, like that opening. Is it a stationary lift? What would you? I don't know the dance terms.
They do a combo lift, so it's stationary, and then they do
So that opening stationary combo lift, like the lack of a straight leg, it's the little details like that where if you could just push yourself over, like point your toe. Or if you're like me and when my toe is pointed, it actually makes my leg look bent, like push through your heel. I don't know, but figure it out. Because then I'm going to be painting my chest blue and ripping off my shirt for you. But right now, I can't do it.
No, her shirt is on.
Yeah, we can confirm her shirt is on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
think, please.
What I was going to say was that the thing with them, like, yes, it's not a skating skills competition. And one thing that you can say about a lot of these programs is that the skaters are growing into them. I think that one thing you really can't say about Gibson and Sphere is they're never growing into a program. It will improve, but they're showing up at every competition like not out of breath.
Nope.
That is the best version of everything that they can do. And maybe they'll change a few things, but like they are so in shape. They are playing to their strengths. That is what it is when it comes to them. Like they're not gonna give they just their
come
strength.
ready. They're so prepared. Like you can't fault them because they are trained. And you're right. Like the programs themselves aren't going to change that dramatically because they're in the shape. The shape that they're going to be in for the season. This is it. And it's great shape.
Yeah. I do think this program has some, like, the opening, 500 miles sequence is probably my favorite part. I think it's so, I mean, they're still very, modern, but it's very vintage Fear Gibson to me of, these are, our showmen. You know what I mean? These are, they're going to do a big showy thing that gets me excited and smiling and ready to clap with them. And so I love that section of the program. I think that some of the old Lang Syne, some of the slower pieces of this music does allow a little bit of room to see spots where their skating is weaker. That they don't always allow, that we haven't always seen, because if they're doing really fast-paced Beyonce or they're doing Rocky or whatever, there's fewer of those moments. Yeah. So anyway,
but it's a fun concept. I mean, when you think of all these free dances that you're seeing, they're always so memorable.
Mm-hmm.
And that matters. Like, that's why
Yeah.
I
people
mean,
love them.
it's going to be very Olympic, like the
Yes.
British
Oh,
team
Yeah.
skating to Scottish music. Like
I
this
keep on
is
thinking of all the like the interviews and things like that, and like the little pieces on them, and their programs are just like they're so like uh, Team GB. Like it's fun.
but
I'm
where's your
excited for them.
skirt? As Ashley said, where's your skirt?
Well, there's still time.
So they skate, and like I said, kitchen's hot because their base value comes in exactly 1/100th of a point off of Guignard and Fabry's base value. And their technical score comes in almost 5 points higher.
Okay.
And I just simply don't buy that they're over like that over the course of sure there are probably some elements that they better executed than the Italians. There are definitely some elements that the Italians better executed than them too. And I don't really buy that gap. And then they're almost 3 points higher in components, which you know that again, I think on the composition and presentation, you can make an argument for Fear Gibson pretty easily.
Mhm.
I think on the skating scores, you can't. They've had them winning all three here, but I think, if even if, let's say, the skating skills were scored the opposite way, you still would have two categories where I think Fear Gibson are outdoing the Italians and their components would be higher. So, that's whatever it is. But where I end up is like, let's say so basically miracle happens, which is that Guillaume and Laurence were 6 points behind after their fall in the rhythm dance, and magically, amazingly, they are 7 points better at the free dance.
Yeah.
So they win. It's a miracle. It is a miracle. I'm saying that because it's just like you don't need to. I don't need you to manufacture a close competition. Like if they win, they win. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But let's say we accept at face value that Fournier, Boudry, and Cicerone are 7 points better than Fear Gibson, which I actually could easily accept that. And that's how much
Yeah.
better they were than them in this free dance. Okay. I think that's an acceptable proposition, right? Are Fear and Gibson 7 points better than Guignard and Fabry? Is the distance between Laurence and Guillaume and Lila and Lewis the same as the distance between Lila and Lewis and Charlene and Marco?
It's a great way to
Give me
make
a
your
fucking
point. And
break.
no.
I mean, give me a fucking break. That's
Yeah.
my issue with it. It's
Yeah.
not who wins and loses. Like, it's not. But let's look. The relativity of it makes me crazy because there's just no
I
consistency in this scoring.
Sarah, what do you suggest the Italians do from here?
They need a new rhythm dance. I think.
Mhm. Is
I
it
think
bigger than
they are
that?
not Backstreet Boys dancers. And I think that they, somebody pointed out on Twitter, it's like this program makes them look really old.
It does.
Because
It
they look
totally
like
does.
they look like they're like, "Hey kids, what's the
Look at the
haps?"
the dances we used to do. They look like they did those dances.
Yeah, and I think that they should lean into something that's less like
Celine Dion.
the boy band kind of whatever.
Celine
Yeah, the
Dion.
Maybe
Beastie
it's
Boy
Celine Dion. Maybe
auditions.
I would just try out a couple other things.
Yeah.
Is partially what I would do. And I think the other thing you have to do is like you got to politic for yourself because the Montreal school is politicking for themselves,
Oh my
no question.
goodness.
And
Yeah.
so you got to you got to be I read that Marco was like in the back talking to officials. Like you got to do that. They have to be advocating for themselves. I think the free dance is on its way to being a very good vehicle for them, and they should just let it grow, keep getting better, keep showing up with it. I would consider a different rhythm dance. I think it's unlikely in dance that you make the Grand Prix final if you've got a 4th place finish. And so they're going to have a little time maybe to rework something. And hopefully they show up with something that's awesome. And when they're at home at the Olympics, their fortunes are reversed.
Yeah. I think you're right though. Like it's the only like they need something that like to the like idiot viewer is like they reinvented themselves.
Yeah, they need a wow factor change.
Because
Yeah.
I agree that the free dance is like I can see that being a moment on Italian ice during the Olympic Games. I can feel it. I can see that. But like but the rhythm dance, yeah, does make it feel like they were like around when these songs came out,
Well, no,
coming
they
from
went to the
someone who
dance
was.
party.
They were at the dance
They were
party
at the
that
dance party.
They were
that
at
the
the
ISU
dance
was
party.
referencing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just doesn't sit right with me. Like I mean, we're supposed to believe that we're supposed to believe that in the span of a year, this team has become 15 points worse than the British team. Sorry, a year is not correct. 6 months ago, they
Yeah.
lost to them at Worlds by less than a point, and now what? The gap is 14 points wider.
You can't
Excuse
make me
me?
believe that. You can't make me believe
Right.
that.
Or like they were
Excuse me?
just off the podium and the Lithuanians didn't make the free dance.
Right. I mean, that's what makes me mad. I am not mad that Fear Gibson got second here. I'm really not. Like, I am mad that the Italians are not within punching distance
Yeah.
of the British team. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and it just you can't help but see where the top 3 teams and the 5th place team and the 6th place team are all like that Montreal school is like a juggernaut school, and whether the coaches are doing politicking or not, they have so many different countries who are now going to the same rink to check on their skaters.
Politics do
and
themselves.
the politics do themselves. That's exactly what I'm getting to, where it's like I don't really think that like Marie France is like this is exactly what I want to happen with whatever. These countries and these like federations are now like they have like a front, like they're able to communicate with each other so easily because they're all going into the same rink and they're all connecting with people who are at the same, like it's just it's like monopolized the whole
Yeah.
thing, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And like the bottom, the top 6 here, only one of them is not with that school. And they're getting dragged, kicking and screaming from their rightful place on the podium.
Yeah.
It's just hard to watch, and like
Well, it just doesn't feel right because it's
Yeah.
not right.
Yeah. And I do sort of wish that Charlene and Marco, after storming out of the kissing cry, which Marco did do, I
Mhm.
do
Yes,
sort
he
of wish
did.
they had gone into the mix zone to say some shit about it.
Yeah. I would have.
I mean, they should pull a 2018 Ashley Wagner. Can we get these people on the Today Show?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I'm
Come on.
furious for them.
I mean, it's So the overall takeaways, I guess, are that Fournier, Boudry, and Cicerone are. We'll see what scores Maddie and Evan and Piper and Paul get when they first compete before I say it for sure, but they're competing for an Olympic gold medal for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that free dance is
favorite
really
is not
something
far
special.
from
I
my
like
mind.
it.
But again, like I think before anything, they are competing to make a case of why she needs to have an expedited passport.
Yeah,
Immigration expert Adam Rapon.
that's right.
I work in French immigration. And believe me, she needed this.
Well, speaking of French immigration, should we do the Chinese draft?
Oh my God, you guys.
Yes, we should. And congratulations to Sarah Hughes, winner of the French draft.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner works out
Mhm.
perfectly because there was a chicken on the French Grand Prix.
You're so right, Ashley.
I was like, where's this going?
Me too. I was like, what?
Ooh. Okay, so are we doing it? Ashley picks first because she got third, and we'll just it'll be
Yes.
based on overall standings as we go throughout the season, or
Ye-
the last loser or whatever.
Let's do last loser because then we can talk about like how we decide a winner. Like if it's like who, like what place we got in the draft, or if we're like adding points up. together. So we could
All
do
right.
like, like you get the gold, I got the silver, Ashley got the bronze, or we're doing points. So we can figure that out later.
Okay,
But
Ashley, last loser.
All right, last loser's
Get out
picking
here.
Chalk and Bates.
Okay.
I am gonna choose Amber Glenn.
Glenn heads unite.
Glenn heads
Mhm.
unite. I will take Mikhail Shidorov. And whoa, Sway and Han are going to this?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that
Woo!
wild? Wait,
Yes,
she
it
posted a
is
video somewhere,
wild.
which I thought was so I love her for this. He's clearly popping an axle in this like side by side combo, and she's
Uh-huh.
just like conveniently cutting him out of it. I love it.
It's smart.
So good. Okay.
I will also choose Alyssa Liu.
Okay. I'm gonna choose Metelkina Brulava.
Well, I'm not touching the men. My God.
The men can. This looks like a volatile group of boys.
I'm
Fully,
whoever
yes.
I get.
Because it could go any way.
It really
Yeah.
could. Ooh, I'm gonna go Kanti and Machi,
Kanti and
Mhm.
Machi.
and then I'm gonna go Miss Cultural Appropriation Program herself, Anastasia Gubanova,
Oh.
where she
Okay.
just was quoted talking about how she chose red for her costume because she thought it would be so fun. Something like that. I'm like, oh my God, girl, take this
Great.
shovel. Just dig a little deeper.
Okay,
Um,
Adam.
I'm gonna do Smart Deke.
Yeah, smart. That was so smart of you because you're not Olivia Dumb.
No,
Okay, I will
I'm not.
take. I will take La Preva Brissot. And I'm a little bit torn about what to do here.
I know. I'm scared about what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah, I'm scared about what you're going to do next, too.
Sway and Han.
Whoa. Crazy.
I know. It
I'm
is
gonna
crazy.
do Hay and Lee.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to do June.
Both
Damn it.
singles events feel volatile.
I know,
Toss up.
that's why I'm just kind of dancing around this.
I know. It's
Which
tough.
leads me into my next pick, which is a dance pick, Green and Parsons.
Okay.
I'm going to do Daniel Grossel because I have not given the papacy its proper.
Wait, I thought you said
dues.
the first time you're going to watch it was at the Olympics.
No, Grand Prix.
Oh,
I
okay.
need it with like fading cameras. I can't
Okay.
do it with like Lombardia Nebelhorn cameras. I need like
Sure.
HD 4K.
Sure.
I'm going to take Wong Lu in Ice Dance and Hawk and Kunkel pairs.
Good
I'm
choice.
going to take Shun Sato.
Okay, I'm so scared. What do I want to do? I'm so scared. Okay, I'm not taking them. Okay, Gia, you have a
Meeny,
chance.
miny, mo.
I'm giving Gia a chance. I think she's gonna scare herself straight.
All right.
I know. I thought about that. I'm gonna do Gilardi Ambrosini.
Wait, I think Ashley gets another pick.
Oh shit. She'll know what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna do Gilardi.
Damn it.
Oh, tough.
No. That's actually
You can do that if you want.
You can.
It's all is fair in love and draft.
That's right.
no. You take them. I'll take these Italians instead.
Bakari Gorise is who
Yes.
she is picking everywhere.
Yeah.
Bakari Gorise. Kitty paws. Maybe they'll bring it back.
Okay, so
They
you're
didn't.
taking Gilardi Ambrosini.
I took
Adam?
yes.
Okay, my last two. I need a man and a woman.
Straight.
I can't believe Jin Boyong is going to this.
I
I
can.
can.
I don't think he's ever gonna retire.
No. At this rate,
Why would he?
I do not know who to pick here, you guys.
Oh,
Sota
Daiwei is so
Yamamoto.
nice. Okay.
No. I need to look at people's scores.
No, you don't.
go
I'm
in
going
blind
to
like
bed
Ashley.
soon. I'm
No,
going to bed soon, so you have to pick someone. Let's go.
We're all going to bed soon.
Adam's not.
Adam's on the West Coast. Okay. I'm going to take Jacob Sanchez.
God damn it, Sarah.
That's what you get for telling me I'm going to bed soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure you go to bed and have bad dreams, bitch.
And then my last pick is
Uh-huh.
ooh,
I know.
Rinka Watanabe.
Yeah, I thought about her too. I'm gonna do Zingis and Kolesnik.
Ashley, final man.
You guys really are. I don't want.
Also, I just gotta say, toot my own horn. This is a much easier way of doing the draft of my document.
I love your document.
Hey, Tomoki, this could be he's good for an event a year that is crazy good. So it could be this one.
Yeah. And that is your draft. And this is your episode, everyone.
Wow, that was long, you guys.
Yeah, welcome
A
to
lot
Grand Prix
happened.
season.
There was nothing to quickly go by.
No. So if you made it to this point, remember we have tickets on sale today.
Yeah.
Correct.
That thing we told you about 2 hours ago, still
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still on
live
sale.
show Saturday, November 15th, still on sale. Actually, it might actually be on sale now if you started listening early on in the morning. You guys, what a great event.
And if you bought a ticket to one of the other shows and you want to go to this Saturday show, you should be receiving an email with a promotional code to get a discounted ticket if you are buying another ticket.
Because we respect you.
Because we just love that you want to come more than
out.
once.
Mhm.
And that being said,
We love you.
it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Good night. And good
Nobody
luck.
knows what time it is when we
No
do
one knows,
this.
but just so you know, it's 10:45 p.m.
Bye, everybody.
Night.
We'll see you next week.
Night. Bye.